Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moonshine himself.
Of Harlem.
Un traguito, my friends. You already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you at in this side of heaven. God bless you all. How you doing, my friends and family? Kalua was good, my brother. Just another great fighter. Another great fighter. Going down in a big fight. We just can't take the loss. Just can't take the loss. All respect. All praises. They could take all the praises. They could take all the credit. They could be applauded. They could be worshipped. Overly praised. Prematurely praised. But as soon as they lose, the excuses comes. Excuses after excuses. And after excuses again. We're going through the whole year listening to fighters that didn't think they lost fairly and square. There's other fighters out there that probably do win, and then they still blame that they wasn't 100% and something was lingering. Injuries. Just seems like nobody know how to lose nowadays, y'all. I mean, Cecilia Breakers, when she lost to McCaskill, she know how to take the loss. Joshua Greer, when he lost, he took the loss pretty well. Deontay Wilder, I mean, went through a whole year. I mean, we're still trying to figure out what happened, huh? Vasyl Lomachenko, in a great matchup. For all the marbles, undisputed. Versus this young, hungry lion. Who many didn't think that he could outbox Vasyl Lomachenko. Who many was good, my brother, Transcendent Sports Channel. Everybody subscribe to the Transcendent Sports Channel. Where did he make the statements is crazy. I should have put the link in the description box, but I probably could do this. I put the description after the live show. Put it that way. But yeah, it's in his social. I think it's in his social media though. Let me see. I think it's in his social media. Let me see if he got in his social media. Well, I guess he erased his social media. Probably he couldn't take the heat. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Hour Thursday. Y'all already know. Happy Hour Thursday. Karaoke night, baby. Let's go. I don't need to get my second win. I'm always good. So Vasyl Lomachenko, who was regarded pound for pound, no 1, 2, 3. You can flip it around. Who's regarded as the best technician in the game. We was overwhelmed with the drama that's going on with Tyson Fury Lomachenko. And Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. If you could think about the two biggest fights of 2020. Oh, yeah, Ravel, you got the link? Man, shoot it in the comment box, man. Give it to the people. The biggest fight of 2020. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. Vasyl Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez. And the favorites to win that bout, which was Deontay Wilder, Vasyl Lomachenko. And you know what? I didn't want to, put it this way. We shouldn't bring Deontay. This is a whole separate situation because I know we're going to try to, forget it. That's a whole separate situation. But what I was trying to say is, in the two biggest fights of the year, historic fights, fights that we're gonna remember for a long, long time. And I'm not gonna say it was solely exciting, the Teofimo Lopez Vasyl Lomachenko. What's exciting to me is that nobody really thought that the kid could outbox Vasyl Lomachenko. Now, I score the bout, y'all. I do live commentary. If those of you know, you know. I scored the bout 117-111. I actually still got the paper with me. If you give me just 1 second. 1 segundo. While I get my notes, my notebook that I keep all my scorecards. Let Pancho perform a little song, a little tune for y'all. I know it's a little bit early, but let Pancho till I get let me get my scorecard of that fight. Let Pancho sing a little tune for you. Hold on.
Anyway, Dennis told me, Dennis let us know. Said it never means me, had a muddy bone. What do you mean? Screaming when I'm low. Dennis started showing when it
How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Shout out to Pancho. Y'all already know it's Happy Hour Thursday karaoke night. Shout out to Pancho. Pancho, give him an applause. What's good, Black and Brown in the building? Unravel in the building. What's good, AB? What's good? Tricky, what's good? Shout out to Pancho again. Beautiful voice. So I got my scorecard here when I scored the Vasyl Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez. So round 1, Teo. Round 2, Teo. Round 3, Teo. Round 4, Teo. Round 5, Teo. Round 6, Teo. Round 7, Teo. Round 8, Loma. Round 9, Loma. Round 10, swing round, Teo. Round 11, Loma. 12 round, Teo. Scored this bout 117-111. I gave it 2 swing rounds, the 7th and the 10th. So, you give that to Loma, the swing rounds, and the closest you could give it is 115-113. If I give the swing rounds to Loma, 115-113. No way in hell does Loma win this fight. No way in hell Loma win this fight. And nobody should even consider giving Lomachenko this fight. Nobody could even consider giving it, but this is my opinion. But it's also my opinion to say that nobody should even consider to give Lomachenko this fight. There might be rounds in where people like, come on, throw a punch, and finally when Lomachenko threw a punch, I'd be like, all right, we got to give him something. Shit. Like, give him something. End of the day, flurries do not win rounds. 3-minute intervals, and you controlling the 3-minute intervals win the rounds. And I don't think that Lomachenko ever controlled 3-minute intervals except the 11th round, which is blatantly his. 9, his. 8, 10, his. Swing round 10 and swing round 7. I could respect 115, 113. Teofimo. I could respect that. No way in hell is it a draw. No way in hell is a Lomachenko win. No. Even with that performance, even if you're a fan of Lomachenko, even if you a diehard fanatic of Teofimo Lopez, of Vasyl Lomachenko, you was disgusted. Even if you was the greatest fan of Lomachenko, you his number one fan, you got posters, you got socks, you got his underwear, you got deodorant, you got an autograph that probably he autographed your arm and you never wash your arm because you love him so much. Even that fan was disgusted with his performance. Matt in the building, good looking out, my brother, good looking out. See what Matt has to say. Oscar, talking about GG, talking about manslaughter, Loma and Wilder, talking about conspiracies. Maybe we could chalk this all up to COVID fever. Maybe. You see? And that's what I say. Maybe Vasyl Lomachenko could come up with a better excuse than the other fighter that probably had the excuse that everybody just doesn't like. Say that it was coronavirus. Say that it was COVID-19 and that they tested you that you was negative, but you really was positive. You know, like they did Marcos Vegas. There's a couple of people out there in the media that's been one day positive, one day negative, one day negative, one day positive. Then right back. If you're going to come with some type of excuse, right? Correcto? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. How dare he? See? If you look at my content lately, and there's a lot of channels out there that's going after and also they believe, let's say for example, the Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, there's a lot of people, there's people that believe it, there's content, people that don't believe it, right? I'm not doing too conscious about that. You know why? Because you know what? Every 90% of great champions, great fighters, when they lose, they have an excuse. Regardless if it's a large excuse, a big excuse, a tiny excuse, it's always an excuse. You know what's not natural? When a fighter loses and he don't have an excuse. When a great fighter loses and he don't have an excuse. See, that's weird in boxing. You be like, what? He won fair and square? Stop playing. He won fair. Really? Nah, he did. He did beat me. Stop playing. Joshua Franco, he didn't say that Andrew Maloney won. He didn't say that he whooped my ass. No. He'll say, yeah, he headbutted me. Yeah. What's good, Crazy K? I think Unravel, he put the link up earlier. I think he put the link up. Right there, Unravel. I think he's in his Instagram, man. It's in his Instagram, Lomachenko. You can see videos is up in Twitter feeds and things of that nature. He could have said he hurt his shoulder early in the fight and kept him from being him. Yeah. I would have done something, right, Kalu? I would have done something like... And then the commentator would have been like, "Oh man, there's something wrong with Lomachenko's shoulder, but he is a warrior. He's fighting through it." Could have done all of that. He could have done all of that. Almost 2 months later, 2 months later passed, and now somebody bribed the judges. Lisa in the building. What's good? Lisa in the building, Queen. Lisa. So somebody bribed the judges. Come on, Loma. Come on, great fighters. Can you just take a loss? Huh? What's good, B? Can somebody just respectfully just take the loss, man? I don't understand, man. Oh yeah, God bless you, Kaloa, man. Hope everything go good, man. Hope everything go good, man. Everything goes smooth, my brother. You know my praise always with you, man. Praise always with you, Kaloa, my brother. You already know, man. You're a warrior, man. You're a warrior. If I'm streaming through the Triple G card tomorrow, punch. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm going live commentary tomorrow. You already know Triple G, Triple G. The drama show, the drama show. But it's always a drama show, though. It's still a drama show in the sport of boxing right now with this Lomachenko. What happened, Lomachenko, I didn't lose the fight. It's no way. It's no way that Teofimo Lopez could outbox me. It's no way. These cheating judges, some I don't know, bribe, some give money. You know, it be draw, but no way he beat me. No way, no way. Cállate, maldito, ¿qué? Está hablando mentiras, ese mimito, Why you lying, You got fucking outboxed, man. You got outboxed. You got neutralized. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You lost already, man. You lost. You should even tell yourself that I lost. Di que mira, mentiroso. July. What the hell's going on, man? I call these boxers, these fighters, modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, put their life on the line for a pure entertainment. But damn, when it comes to truth, they ain't warriors, man. I mean, they put their life on the line, man. They give you cojones, man. This takes a little fortitude, man. It takes a special human being to get inside that ring. It takes a special human being to get inside that ring. You got all the marbles. You got all this particular fortitude. You have all the warrior-like, the mindset, the focus, the determination, the pride to get inside that ring. But to tell the truth, they could take a punch better than they could take the truth. They could take a good uppercut. They could take a nice flush right cross better than they could take the truth. Edward, that is Texas in the building. Why? Why is so hard? Because you're already doing whatever is hard already. I mean, even the training, getting in that ring. But just to say that other man got me. It's not like he beat the shit out you. It's only in the 12th round. He actually, he whoop your ass. Right? But it's not like it was a type of a massacre. You know, it was an ultimate physical chess match. It's not like he did a number on you where there's some brain damage or, you know. So why not just take the loss, man? Why just not take the loss? Huh? Huh, Mr. Raccoon? Let me speak to you, Vasyl Lomachenko. Why you just can't take the loss, my brother? Huh? Vasyl! What's wrong with you, Raccoon? You a great fighter. You a great fighter. You don't have to go that route. The better man won. The better man won. The young buck Whip your ass. That's all. He whooped your ass. Everybody saw it. Everybody saw it. Don't look at me, Vasyl. Don't look at me like that. Why you looking at me like that, Vasyl Lomachenko? Why you looking at me like that? Why you looking at me so serious? I know it hurts. I know it hurts. I know you can't figure out how this young buck outbox you. I think you would live better. I think you accept it better if he would have knocked you out, because people will believe more that he will knock you out more than outboxing you. But you thought that you was the greatest technician. But I'm sorry, brother. You got outboxed. You got neutralized. He froze you for the first half of the fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You lost. And you try to play catch up. But you just couldn't catch up. You just couldn't catch up. You could always be a warrior. You could always be a warrior like Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots is a warrior too. He lost his battles. Puss in Boots is a real warrior. But don't worry, he lost his battles as well. All right, Vasyl? Always gonna be, you're gonna be a future Hall of Famer. You're gonna be a future Hall of Famer. Or maybe because, you know, Teofimo Lopez Sr. outgamed Papachenko. Gotta give credit also to the familia, the Lopez family, the brains, Teofimo Lopez Sr. Shout out to Mama Lopez in the building. The family just outdid, the Lopez just outdid the Lomachenko. Praise God. Yes. Yes. I believe so too. I believe so too. Everybody saw it. Even the great Manny Pacquiao saw it. Congratulations to Teofimo Lopez for an undisputed great performance. Even the great saw it. It's nothing to hang yourself on. It's nothing to hang yourself. I know it's hard for you to handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
I know, man. I know. You can't resist looking at this. I mean, there's a lot of people that can't resist looking at this. When I can't resist, I know they hate looking at this. But it is what it is. Great fighters lose. Just like Manny Pacquiao have lost, and Mike Tyson had lost, Muhammad Ali have lost, George Foreman had lost. You're not the only one that can't take a loss bad. I understand. I'm not going to put you down. You know, I want to talk you out of it. I want to talk you out of it from going into a Bellevue hospital. Raccoon? It's all right. It's okay. I'm going to make it anyway. Pack your bags. Up and leave. Now I don't know the whole world, the words of the rest of the song, but you know what I'm trying to say. He said, John said, I don't hate Loma, but watching his fans cry is the greatest. Rap star boxing knowledge in the building. What's good? So Vasyl Lomachenko stated that he believed that someone bribed the judges. No. Smash the like button, everybody. Y'all already know, man. It's Happy Hour Thursday. Happy Hour Thursday. Now, there's going to be people out there that be like, what about the 119 and the 109 scorecard? What about it? I mean, it's 119, 109. Why? Yeah. But 119, 109 is just 2 rounds. 2 rounds, below the 117, 111 that I gave it. I mean, if you give it a draw compared to my scorecard, that'll be wide. Maybe the 119, 109, that particular judge felt like, you know what? That the flurries didn't get him. The flurry just didn't catch her eyes. She was looking at the 3-minute intervals of the rounds. Maybe that she was looking at. I mean, is 109 with 119, 109 insane? It could be insane. A draw is insane to me. A draw is insane, is as insane as the 119, 109 scorecard. The draw is as much of as insane as the 119, 109 scorecard, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Who am I? I'm just a guy that just doing my own judging. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Y'all already know, man. This is Happy Hour Thursday. When y'all go into the panel, y'all want to enjoy the panel, y'all got to sing me a damn tune. Y'all already know y'all got to sing me a damn tune. It's karaoke night. The best boxing show. Happy Hour Thursday. Karaoke. Smash the mother effing like button. Let's go. Let me get a drink. I'm not done with the intro. Boxing has great momentum. Y'all already know tomorrow we got Triple G in the building. Not Triple G in the building, but y'all already know he's going to be fighting. The Zone, subscribe to The Zone right now. And then follow up with Saturday. We got Canelo Alvarez. And also, we got to be talking about this too. The statement that Mauricio Sulaimon has made. One of the dumbest statements that he has made. And no disrespect to all the people out there, but he does, he be making statements while drinking Don Julio and Patron. He said, Canelo Alvarez is the most important boxer in boxing. That Canelo Alvarez is the most important boxer in boxing. That's a totally disrespectful comment because it's nobody more important. There is no fighter that's more important than another fighter that's out there risking his life. There is no boxer more important than the other boxer. So for Mauricio Sulaimon to say that statement, very disingenuous, very irresponsible, and very disrespectful. No fighter is more important than other fighters. There are fighters that is more accomplished than other fighters. There's other fighters out there that has better technique than other fighters. There's fighters out there that is just better than other fighters. But not one fighter is more important than the other one. There is no ref that says this fighter is more important than this fighter when there's a fight. My opinion, that was a very disrespectful, very disingenuous, very irresponsible statement by Mauricio Sulaimon, WBC Presidente. Now, you know that boxing is a very corrupted sport. You could say that behind closed doors, but when you say it out loud like that, And there's going to be people out there that agree or disagree with me. Or you disagree with me out there? Do you think that's a good statement by Mauricio Sulaimon to state that Canelo Alvarez is the most important boxer in boxing? No, he's accomplished. He generates money. More money than other people. He said 117 didn't happen. I agree with War 115. And this is what it is. This is what it is in my opinion. When it comes to the scorecard, let me put this up, Nova. That when it comes to 117, look, 117, 111 didn't happen. I agree with Ward. See? And this is what I said on my video that I just posted like an hour ago. I believe that a lot of people that feel, I'm not saying that everybody, because I know other people that did have it a draw. But I also believe that when you're watching a fight and you see a 114, somebody says, "Oh my God, okay, I see a draw. I see a draw." But see how you stated that, Nova. 117, 111 didn't happen. I agree with Ward because see, you could get manipulated by Ward. You could get manipulated by the replays that they show after certain rounds. When they show the flurry with Loma, and you be like, man, that was a close round. And then you see the replay, you be like, yeah, Loma got that round. You get manipulated. It has happened to me in the past. And that's why sometimes we got to look at these fights. I look at the fights mute. And sometimes we got to look at these fights 2 or 3 times if you're a person like me that like to score boxing bouts. Because sometimes you may live in the moment. You live in the moment. I watched this fight 4 times. I scored it. Slow motion. Spent like 5 hours just scoring this bout. And I still cannot come up with even 116, 112. I could see swing rounds. And that's why I could respect a 115, 113 Teofimo Lopez. But there's no way in hell on my scorecard with these eyes, sober or unsober, that I see a 115, 113 Loma. You what? Loma winning this fight? Nah. Droga. Please. Connect me with your dealer, because I would like to make some good money too. I mean, if you got something in your system, when you scored it at 115, 113 Loma, please direct me. You can email me. You can tell me, email me, WhatsApp, whatever, man. I give you, let me know where you wait. Let me know who's your connect. I wanna do business with your dealer so I could sell whatever he's selling to you, because I know it gotta be some good shit. No, I'm not talking about you though, but I'm just talking in general. Please, whoever had this Loma, please, whoever had Loma winning, or even think that he even had a chance of winning, please forward me the content, the email me, my brother. Don't worry. I want to make some money, my brother. We could all make money together. That's some good shit they selling out there, yo. There's some good shit that's out there, my brother. Let me, we could do some business out here, man. New York City, man. It kind of probably is a drought out here, man. Hook a brother up. What about a draw? Nah. My scorecard, there's no way it could be a draw. It's just no way. It's no way. There is no way in my scorecard could be a draw. No way. There's people that had, it's like when Ward faked everybody, said he gave him the second round. How you give him the second round? He landed 2 punches. And if I do live commentary, I count every damn punch. I don't know how in the hell anybody will have Loma winning any rounds in the first half. No way anybody have Loma winning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And nobody could tell me that, look, he got that in the bag. 1 through 6 has it in the bag. That's it. No, I don't want to hear don't nobody come up here and even talk to me about any rounds that you gave Loma in the first 6 rounds. Nah, And if you gave the second round, now I know that you got manipulated by Ward. Whoever gave him the second round, if y'all gonna tell me in the first half of the fight you gave, y'all got manipulated by Ward. There's no way. This was the easiest scorecard. This was the easiest fight to score. In all a bunch of fights, this was as easy. This scorecard was as easy as Chisora and what's his name and Usyk. Matter of fact, this was as easy as Gamboa versus Haney. That's how easy it was to score this bout. Easy. If Teo won 1 through 6, we know that he didn't win the 12th round. So right there and then, there is no way that Lomachenko wins this fight. I ain't giving that swing round. One six. This was a shutout. This was easy. This was so easy to score. There's other fights where I'm like, yo, okay, that's a swing round. That's a swing round. That's a swing round. I found the Spence versus Danny harder to score. I had a lot of swing rounds, and a lot of people had that fight wide. So I could agree. Because on the Spence and Danny fight, I had it closer than what people felt they had it closer. I had it closer than when a lot of people felt it. I still had Spence winning. He stayed mentioning Devin. Loma lost the fight. I had a 7-5. Shout out. Stop it. I love Devin. I love Linares. I love Ryan. Shout out to Devin Haney. Bill Haney. I still mention him boxing. It's a boxing chat. I'm going to mention him all the time. All the time. I'm going to mention all the fighters all the time. I'm going to mention Wilder all the time. I'm going to mention all the boxers all the time. God damn, it's a boxing channel. Why not? Loma says this. Loma won the 11th round big. Yes. However, Teo came back in the 12th round, won that easily. Body language at the end of the bell, he lost. The body language of the Loma side, he know he lost. He know he lost. His fans know he lost. His fans was, any Lomachenko fan that I know was disgusted with his performance. Don't come like a couple of days later or 2 months later and change your thoughts. Get out of here. We all know he lost big. He lost big. I agree with the 119, 109 quicker than I agree with a draw. I agree more with the 119, 109 than I agree with the draw. Yeah, I said it. I agree with the 109 more than I agree with a draw. Kiss thy feet, Loma. Kiss thy feet, Lomachenko. Kiss thy feet to King Teofimo. Kiss thy feet, I say. Kiss thy feet. Here he is Teofimo Lopez. Kiss thy feet, Lomachenko. Kiss thy feet, man. Kiss thy feet. Piggyback what we was talking about yesterday also. Piggyback what we was talking about yesterday about, people talking about Vasyl Lomachenko. And not Vasyl Lomachenko. They talking about Canelo Alvarez, that he's cherry picking another champion. I never heard that shit in my life. Now, all of a sudden, we're talking about cherry picking champions. Like, my goodness. My goodness. Boxing has great momentum right now. We had great fights. Shout out to ESPN and Top Rank for excuse me. Shout out for ESPN and Top Rank and Bob Arum for when the pandemic really hit. They kept us entertained with the fight. They kept us entertained. A lot of young fighters have emerged. Edgar Berlanga have emerged through this pandemic, fighting. Well, he fought like 3 times already this year, I believe so. The new big baby, he fought like 4 times in the bubble. Shout out to the Maloney brothers. They stayed in America and they fought in the bubble. Shout out to Inoue and coming from Tokyo, he fought in the bubble. Teofimo Lopez, Vasyl Lomachenko for making that fight happen. He fought in the bubble. Terence Crawford fought in the bubble versus Kell Brook. I mean, yo, this last 2 months, 3 months has been good for boxing. Has great momentum in the sport of boxing. I love where boxing is at right now. There's a lot of fights that the fans want to see. There's a couple of fights that the fans has been yearning to see. I don't give a damn about it anymore. The Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence. I don't give a damn if it happens or not. I'm not gonna stay. Man, we already have experience with the Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. We had experience with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. It didn't happen. We had experience with Charlo and Hurd. Somebody threw in a monkey wrench. They threw in a monkey wrench in the heavyweight division. They threw in a monkey wrench in the super welterweight division, and I hope they throw a monkey wrench in the welterweight division. They put PBC put a couple of welterweights that could potentially beat Errol Spence next fight. Errol Spence tweeted, said, "Why y'all putting? I ain't fighting none of them." It had Keith Thurman, it had Ugas, it still had Daniel Garcia, it had Mikey Garcia. He said, "I don't even know why Danny Garcia and Mikey Garcia is still there." Did they put Sean Porter? I don't know if they put Sean Porter. They put Vasyl Lopez. That's weird. They didn't even put Sean Porter there. They didn't even put Sean Porter in that. Let me see. Yeah, they didn't even put Sean Porter. So put it this way: they said lots of talent in the welterweight division for Errol Spence Jr. Who do you want to see in the ring next? They didn't put Sean Porter. So do you believe, guys, that Sean Porter may be fighting Terence Crawford next? Because they didn't put Sean Porter there. So do you believe that Sean Porter might be fighting Bud Crawford next? Because the PBC didn't put him as the next challenger for Errol Spence. It might come through fruition, ladies and gentlemen. It might come through fruition. Sometimes we got to look at the signs, yo. We got to look at the signs, man. We got to look at the signs, man. We got to look at the signs. Errol Spence said he ain't going to fight none of these guys. I wonder why not. I mean, Ugas will be a good fight if you can't get the Bud or Pack. Vasyl Lopez, he's got a good momentum. Keith Thurman, he don't want to fight Keith Thurman. It's kind of weird to me, though. Kind of weird. He don't want to fight Keith Thurman, man. But he'd rather fight Porter. He'd rather fight Daniel Garcia. Same guys still saying the same thing Keith from Tom Thurman was saying. There's something about Keith from Tom Thurman. He just doesn't want to fight. What's good? What's good, Junior? Good morning, Punch. Good morning. Canelo cuts the distance, get inside and stop homie. Yeah, I believe that Canelo's gonna stop Kenneth Smith. Let me read. Tio was strong for Loma. Yeah, too strong for Loma. We all say draw because we had 116, 115 Lopez or 115, 113, huh? Then when Ward replay show Loma getting a draw, we changed our views. I think Ward really, I think Ward effed up a lot of people's minds, man, with that draw, my opinion. I ain't see no draw in that fight whatsoever. So yeah, in the welterweight division, so Errol Spence ain't want to fight. I want to know why he don't want to fight Keith from Tom Thurman. I don't want to hear that excuse about. I understand. I want to see Errol Spence fight Bud or Manny Pacquiao, but Manny Pacquiao said that they don't know when he's going to be fighting. They try to say that he wants to fight 2 times a year. Every fighter say that. They ain't give us a date, and he's holding on to that belt for quite some time. Everybody has, laced him up. I want to know why he can't fight. I mean, he fought 2 guys back to back. There's a validity where what Keith Thurman is saying. He's saying that he's actually being a little petty. I do think that he's being a little petty if he can't get the Pacquiao fight or he can't get the Bud fight. Why not? That's the biggest fight. That's your biggest fight. If it's not Pacquiao and if it's not Porter, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, it's probably one of the biggest fights in 2021. You can't deny that. You can't deny that. You can hate Keith Thurman all y'all want. That's the best guy in Earl Spence resume if he fights him. Maybe that's why. Maybe. I don't want to hear that ducking shit. He ain't never duck nobody. His resume speak for itself. Shout out to Boots Ennis. Yes, sir. Boots Ennis. This Saturday, Chris Van Heerden. Great step up for Boots Ennis. Great step up. Great step up. Once mandatory fights are made and they cut out all the BS belts, they am willing to pay to watch them. Jealous that he got the Pacquiao fight likely. I think that's what it is, 1 foot. I think he's jealous that he got the Manny Pacquiao fight, and Manny Pacquiao got in the ring, and then, Keith Thurman just came out of nowhere and got that fight. I think he's jealous. Well, I'm not going to say jealous. I think he is petty about it. I think he's petty about it. I think nobody likes it to the body. I don't think nobody likes it to the face. I don't think that nobody be like, yo, hit me in the body or hit me in the face. Not compared to the punches landed in the other rounds. We want a panel, man. We got it. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna send the link. I want Punch Drunk hat. Does it sell them? I gotta make some new hats, my brother. I gotta make some new hats. The COVID-19 shut down my boy's shop, and I didn't like how other I got some to be made. I just ain't like it. It wasn't worth to sell. You feel me? It wasn't worth. So I gotta go back and get on my grind and get the hats. I got a bunch of shirts. I got a bunch of shirts though. But yeah, man, a lot of things going on in the sport of boxing. Everything is good and dandy. My boy Luis Collazo always stopped Keith. Almost, you mean? Shout out to Luis Collazo too, man. He's still trying to get a fight, man. He's not done. Luis Collazo is not done, man. He's still trying to get ready. He's still trying to get that fight. I think a Luis Collazo versus Ghost Guerrero, I think would be good. I mean, we gotta respect every fighter, man. We gotta respect the young fighters. We gotta respect the prime fighters, the prospect, the contenders, and the veterans, man. He could do a lot of things. I did call Enigma. I had him on the show. I got an interview with him. Go check it out. I had Luis Collazo and Victor Ortiz. Shout out to Victor Ortiz. I gotta say my brother. Shout out to Victor Ortiz. He got cleared from his court case. Now he could just pay attention to boxing. And yo, I'm happy. I'm happy for Victor Ortiz, yo. Some woman out there, man, was trying to get him for that rape charge, and he's cleared from that court case, and now he could just, he was stressed about it. It dwelled on his, his psyche and everything. But I'm applause for Victor Ortiz, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta watch out for these chicks out there, man. You gotta watch it out. You gotta watch out. What do you score? Jacobs versus Gabe Rosado. 115-113. Jacobs. Nova. Good looking out, my brother. Good looking out. I scored it 115-113. I scored it 115-113. Jacob. But there was a lot of swing rounds, and you could have gave it to Gabe Rosado. I could have seen a 116-112 Gabe Rosado, but there was a lot of swing rounds, though. I still got the scorecard, too, with me. 115. Let me see the scorecard. Give me 1 sec. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. I got the book right here. Got my book right here. I keep all the scorecards. Where's Usyk Chisora had it 119-109. Hold on. I got a lot of scorecards here. Hold on. It's my scorecard book, man. I keep it all here, bro. There you go. Yep. 115-113. Nova. I had it 115-113. Jacob. I had 11th round of swing round, the second round of swing round, and the 8th round a swing round, in which I gave all 3 swing rounds to Jacob. So if you were to give it to Rosado, Rosado wins. Rosado wins 116, 112. But I had a 113. No, yeah. 115, 112, 116, 112. You could give it to Rosado. You could give it a draw. You give it 115, 113 Rosado. You could give it 115, 113 Jacobs. Loma didn't win round 7, 8, 9 at all. What's good, Larry? What's good, bro? Yeah, he did. I had it 115, 113 Rosado. That's a good scorecard, man. I respect that scorecard too. I respect that scorecard. But yeah, man, shout out to Victor Ortiz, man. The Videjo Nakatani, I had that shit wide too. This Nakatani came out of nowhere. Expected more Jacobs. Was disappointed with Jacobs. Rosado can't call it a robbery. It wasn't clear for either fighter. Exactly, yeah. I agree with that one. Only clear Loma rounds was 9, 10, and 11. Yep, that's why I had it 117. Kalu, that's how I have it 117, 111. I only gave him 3 rounds. I only gave Lomachenko 3 rounds. There was like 6 channels there, and we scored 7-5, except for one channel who had an 8-4. I accept that. Let's send the link, y'all. Let's chop it up, y'all. Let's chop boxing. Let's chop it up early. Let's chop it up early. Let's chop it up early. Happy Hour Thursday. Happy Hour Thursday. Y'all already know, man. What's good? What's good, Ken? Happy Hour Thursday. Karaoke night, man. You get in the pen. You got to sing me a damn tune. You got to sing me a damn tune. You got to sing me a damn tune. Karaoke Thursday. Y'all already know. Pancho, again, take over. Pancho, take over.
Dennis told me. Dennis let us know. Said it never means me. Had a many bone. Wait a minute. What do you mean? What do you mean? Screaming when I'm low. Dennis started show man. 2019.
Pancho Karaoke Thursday. Y'all already know. Happy Hour Thursday. What did you score, Sergey Lipinets versus I had it. Oh yeah, I got that one too. I had it. Damn, I think I had it in my other book. Shit, what happened? Lipinets. No. I got it in my other book. But I scored it, I did score it a draw, though. I had a 114. I scored that a draw. 114. That Sergey Lipinets one. But it could have gone 113 to Clay. I didn't see Lipinets win that fight. Damn, my thing is in my other. 4-2 now. Got that Joyce card too. I even stopped scoring the hood. Chalice. Lee Selby Cambosis. Had a 116, 112. Cambosis. Good looking out, bro. Good looking out. But I'm biased because he's from my hometown. Yeah, Clay. I had it a draw, but I could have get. You could have given it 115, 113 to Clay. He did a wonderful job, bro. He did a wonderful job. He did a wonderful job, man. What y'all feel about? Is it important for the people out there if they're gonna see the heavyweight matchup for Anthony Joshua to vacate the title? And shout out, man. Good looking out for the contributions, my brother. I appreciate that. My brother Nova. What you feel about? Would it be the same if Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury fights, but they vacate the WBO? Would you consider that a undisputed bout? I had a 115, 113 Clinton. Yeah. Good scorecard. Great scorecard too. Yeah, I said I had it a draw, but there was a swing round that if I would have gave it, could have gone to Clayton, right? Easily. My boy, what you think about Canelo versus Callum? Don't tell me Callum doesn't have what it takes to beat Canelo, especially the way. Now he got what it takes to. He's a good fighter, man. I just got Canelo Alvarez, chopping him up down, man. I got him chopping him, going to the body. His body's right there for the taking. If Callum Smith, if he's in his A game, and actually neutralize the jab, neutralize range, don't let Canelo get in the inside. Canelo Alvarez has gotten very, very good footwork. Canelo Alvarez is one of these fighters that has gotten better. And better. You could tell that he's a gym rat. He's not one of these fighters that come into the professional level and stay with their amateur skill set. But he has gotten better. Unravel Boxing Talk in the building. Was good, my brother. Everybody subscribe to Unravel Boxing. Was good, my brother.
How's it going, man? What's happening? Good morning.
I'm doing great, man. Happy Hour Thursday. Karaoke night. Let's go, baby. Unravel Boxing. Sing me a tune, man. You got it. Come on, baby. You gotta give me some energy. You gotta give me some energy. They want to check out the voice. What's good?
I just woke up like a half hour.
All right. So give me that little groggy voice, man. Give me a little groggy voice, man. Give me a little ratchet voice.
I don't know what to sing, man.
Huh? Sing a hook. Sing the Star Spangled Banner. Sing your national anthem in Ireland, something.
The national anthem?
You gotta.
Let's sing some Gaelic up on Punch Drunk.
What's the national anthem in Ireland, man? Come on, I want to salute the flag. I want to salute the flag.
Yeah, I'll sing the Irish national anthem. Let's go.
Go ahead.
Sina fina foile tofiga legerin Puindor slew our hina on. I'll leave it there, bro.
Should I put my hand on my heart? Said, how y'all do? Y'all salute? What is it? What y'all do, man? What is it?
We hand on heart.
Okay.
Hand on heart.
Shout out, man, to the national anthem of Ireland, baby. We out here, man. My Ireland brother, my Ireland brother, my Irish bro.
Most people don't even realize we have our own fucking language, man.
Yeah, look at the flag. Yeah.
That's fucking right, man. Let's go. Let's go, Aiden. Oh, look at that last name. That he couldn't be more Irish if he tried. His last name's Phelan, man. Aiden Phelan. Big up to you, Aiden.
Yes, sir, man. I gotta go out there one day, man. I gotta go out there chill with my boy Mark, man. I gotta chill out there.
I haven't sang that shit since I was at a football game, bro.
What you feel about check out Unravel Boxing. He also talked about the Vasyl Lomachenko and the interview the recent interview that he had where he's saying that he felt like somebody bribed the judges.
Yeah, bribery, right? So here's my standpoint on it, right? Most fighters are never going to be able to take a loss for the most part. It's written in them to not be able to accept defeat most of the time, to be honest, because you're always trying to win. He's taken it, I think, particularly bad. Immediately after the fight, he made sure his PR team put out stuff about the shoulder. Now he's talking about possible briberies. I mean, if you're talking about possible briberies, it's a little ridiculous. I am finding, though, with these Ukrainian guys, whilst I do like watching them fight, like, I heard Usyk make some excuses for his poor performance against Chisora, like, to do with, like, the ring and everything. Bruh, it's still a ring. You have to fight in whatever size ring is there. You're saying that stuff about the gloves. It is what it is. I'd prefer a bit more sportsmanship.
Yep.
That's my thing. I get people will always have a difference on cards. When I was scoring live, I scored at 6-6. On review 7-5. I'm good. I'm good with 7-5. That's me. I know a lot of people will be like, "Oh no, he clearly won 8 rounds." It's not as clear as people make it out to be.
Salute punch.
Salute. Hold on, you got I got you next. I got you guessing that, Kelma.
Yeah, it's not as clear as some people would like to make it out to be, because there is. If you do rewatch that fight and you watch it in slow-mo, you'll see that there's certain punches that you thought landed that didn't, or hit off the arm and they're not score blows, or power punches that people thought were hooks and turned out to be jabs, and jabs that people thought were jabs but turned out to be hooks, because you can shorten a jab into a hook very quickly. And at those weights, it's hard to see. So all that stuff is, that fight was mad close, but I thought Teofimo edged it. But there was no bribery. I will say the 119-109 card is a farce of a card. I don't care what anybody says. I'd rather a 6-6 scorecard. I know you said you'd rather 119-109. I know you'd rather that, but the reality of it is you can't not give Loma 3. But you could possibly somehow, because there was one round where Teofimo outlanded him, right? And depending on how you score power punches, landed. Depending on how you do that in comparison to a jab. So if you score 2 jabs to 1 power punch, or 3 jabs to a power punch, depending on what way you scored it, Loma could have actually got that round. There was a very specific round that people, I think it was I got my notes here. I got the seventh round a swing round, and I got the 10th round a swing round. Yeah. So a 115-113, perfect scorecard, good scorecard, respected to the fullest. If somebody had a 115-113 TO, but I don't see a win with Loma. I can't. That could be like a debate, but we got to talk about his. I don't see him winning it. But as far as the bribery shit goes, ridiculous, unprofessional.
And he was unprofessional after the fight too.
He was very unprofessional overall in most. I think he was just really. I guess he was upset. Maybe it's an ego thing. I don't know. Right? I'm not here to defend him. I'm not his publicist. All I'm saying is that's bad taste. If you're so, I think it comes down to he didn't have a rematch clause. I think that's the truth, and he's trying to like piss people off, trying to force the rematch because he feels he fucked up. The reality of it is, he should have asked for that rematch clause. He said he didn't need one, and I think he's got sour grapes, man. That's what it is. Yeah, I think, and I also think, I got you, Cam, on right quick. And I also think the sour grapes is that I actually think that he doesn't believe that he could have gotten outboxed by Tio. Like, I think he could take a knockdown from Tio. I think he'd probably be like, yo, the dude knocked me out, I could take that. But even when you listen to the interview, in translation, and he said with that part when he was talking about that there was no way, people didn't have me knocking him out 20%. So he knows that I'm not even looking for the knockout. I don't think that, there's 20% chance that I actually knock him out. So he's geared to outboxing him. And for him, I just didn't think that he believed that this guy could really match me in boxing me out. I think, and that's what it is. And that's what I take from what he's saying, and also what a lot of people believe. A lot of people believe more that Teofimo Lopez could knock him out than outbox him. That was like 90% of the people didn't believe that. I'll say this. I thought he could win on points if he could keep his lead hand extremely active, which I hadn't seen him do in the pros. But if he could do what he did in the amateurs, which is what he did, really fast reloading on the lead hand, that's what won him the first 6 rounds. Like, essentially, that's what won him the fight. People don't give it enough credit because he completely alienated Lomachenko's duck under the jab to be able to create the angle. Completely got rid of it.
What's good, Camon? What's good? Talk to me, brother.
Salute, brother. Well, yeah, bro. I think he's delusional. In my official scorecard, I had it 8-4,
Mm-hmm.
and when I do the swing rounds, I had it 9-3.
Okay.
The rounds 1 through 6, it was Teofimo. 7, 8, Lomachenko. 9 was the swing round for me,
Okay.
and then 10 and 11, I give it to Loma, and then the last round, I think he needed the last round. So yeah, that's how I
Oh,
saw it.
okay. What you think
Yeah.
about the comments? So
Hold on. I ain't up here singing no national anthem, and this
Oh
thing
my,
gets
hey,
towards.
come on, my fault. You know what I'm saying? I got my fault, yo. It's Happy Hour Thursday. Camel, you gotta sing us a tune. You gotta sing us a tune, man. Sing us a tune, a hook, a rap, a poetry, something, a love letter to your ex that she left you. I don't care. Just sing us something.
Okay. Give me a minute. Let me think. Okay. I'll say this lyrics. Ella todavía me llama.
Oh,
Yo no tengo la culpa.
oh,
I don't know the lyrics to that.
oh. Oh, come on! You gotta give us like more than 2 sentences, man. You had me go. I was about to get up and dance some salsa or something. What you was singing, man?
Huh? I don't know the lyrics. I'm just singing that song all day.
Yo, what's good? One. Was it what it says? 1-2 kid.
1-2 kid.
1-2 kid. Oh, I was like, damn. I thought it was 1-12 kid. What's good, man? Gotta sing us a tune, man. Happy Hour Thursday. Karaoke night. You gotta sing us a tune, man.
We
Get that
up there
energy
singing
up.
right now. All right. Well, anything.
Anything, a verse, a spoken word, something,
Right,
something.
Shit. Fuck it. I don't know. You kind of put me on the spot, but fuck it.
Yeah, man. Come on.
These cats got it twisted. I'm gifted. You can't miss it. For instance, money choking got you thinking I'm mystic, but it's realistic. It's not magic. The streets will make you animalistic. Is that good enough?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Man, that flow was on.
Yeah, you got that flow, man.
Yeah. I used to do that back in the days. I had fun with it. That whole Lomachenko thing, though, I just think, when you're an elite athlete like himself, it takes you got to be a bit arrogant. And his arrogance showed when he left the ring. I was disappointed when he left the ring because I was rooting for Tio. I had it 7-5 Tio. But the way he left, I thought it was a little messed up. And I think that's where the excuses come from. When you reach that level, like Mark said, you just they look for excuses. You know what I mean, of why it went that way. And his arrogance showed in the fact that he didn't have a rematch clause. He was just he felt that confident in there. And sometimes, yeah, like what you guys were saying, it's sometimes a bit delusional when your confidence is over confident and it turns into arrogance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, Punch, he might be using it to his advantage because a lot of people are saying it's a robbery. So I don't know. Maybe he's looking for that rematch.
I think he is using that advantage. I mean, to his advantage. I think he's using that. But Andre Ward, a Hall of Famer, saw it as a draw too. He has that validation, but you could know right after the fight. He knows he didn't win that fight.
A former unified lightweight champion, Nate Campbell, had it a draw as well.
There's other fighters that had it. Why they didn't think that Loma won, and it was all over the place too, man. A lot of people was congratulating Tio, great performance. I mean, if somebody's saying great performance, not because it was a draw, in their opinion, I don't think so. I mean, but again, I do think that this is why I didn't cover too much of this Wilder stuff. You know why? Because if we look at their journeys and just not a fight and knowing what fighters need to believe to go out there, they need to have that mindset that they could beat anybody in the world and nobody could stop me. Nobody could beat me. Look what Anthony Joshua says. I'm not competing with nobody. I'm only competing with myself. He don't believe no man could beat him. You got to have that type of attitude going into a fight, and I respect that, right? But then after And I could still I could still respect that if they salty. I would like every fighter to be, you know, sportsman-like and give it to the other fighter. There's a lot of fighters that do it. There's a lot of fighters that don't. But but a lot of great fighters can't take a loss. A lot of great fighters. It's just not people just wanted to highlight one guy for a whole year. Of course, it was going through an extreme, but every great fighters, it's weird for a great fighter when they lose to give up to give credit to the other fighter right away like this, like yeah, he won that. That's weird to me in boxing. I think it's more natural when somebody has an excuse. Even if you perform, even if you ain't have the greatest performance and you actually won, they still have some type of excuse. Well, my weight management was kind of off. I had some type of injuries, you know, in training camp. You know, my mind wasn't all there. Even when they don't have great performances, they have some type of excuse. So the bribing of the judge, I mean, I think he could have some type of legitimacy. I think he could feel that because of the 119, 109. But all this stuff about he should never fight here in America and blah blah. Well, it could happen in the Ukraine. It could happen over there. I mean, you was the A side. You could have fought wherever you picked the glove. You could have done whatever you wanted to do. For people to say that this was like a bribe and Top Rank or anybody wanted Teofimo Lopez to win, he had no say so. And even Bob Arum said, "Hey, if you don't take this money, we got Felix Verdejo." Like they wasn't desperate for the Teofimo Lopez fight to fight Lomachenko. They wasn't desperate to give him the money either. So I don't think out of nowhere they'd be like, "Yeah, we wanted Teofimo Lopez. We're gonna pay man money under the table to get this win for Fimo." I don't think so.
Hey Punch, what do you think about Josh Taylor saying he wants to fight Teofimo at 135?
Hey, if he could get, I mean, it's a good fight for Teo and it's a good fight for Josh. But I'd rather him move up. But hey, whatever, that fight could happen. It could happen.
Yeah, Taylor wants it. He wants to be undisputed at 135 too. So it's
where did Taylor say that?
Yeah, when he said that, I haven't heard that.
I saw in the website.
Which website though? Like because
yeah,
Taylor's already.
It'll appear there in the news, bro. Like he's willing to fight Teofimo at 135.
That's weird. So he's changed his mind in the last 2 weeks. Like someone asked him that question, he said it's impossible for him to get down below, like get down to 135.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta check that out later to find that out.
Yeah, I need to find that.
It's not trending. So I can't find it right quick. Hold on.
Who said that, Teo?
No, Josh.
No, Josh Taylor.
Oh, Josh Taylor.
Unified 140 champion.
Yeah, this is the last bit of news from Taylor, written by Liam Happe on DAZN. This was it's about 12 hours ago. Josh Taylor targets Jose Ramirez and Teofimo Lopez Jr. mega fights before retiring, right? But it doesn't say anything to do with 135.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, I'd rather see. Come on, I just want to see the Josh Taylor and Ramirez fight. And then if Teofimo Lopez could actually have that opportunity to fight for all the straps, you know, at 140 after doing what he did in 135, that's some historic shit in boxing, and I'll go for that.
Yeah,
like ain't nobody should be shaming him for doing that. That's some. I will. I don't know. I mean, this boxing community is type of toxic. To the point where I don't understand a lot of these people when they want to shame a certain fighter when he's doing something good and doing something special, I think, and historic. But if he goes to 140 and actually, even him just going to 140 and getting this opportunity is big.
Yeah. If he goes off undisputed at 140, that'd be insane. Being, 3-belt, unified at 135, beating 2 champions, 1 pound for pound champion. Like that's unheard of, man.
So, Punch, he said, and I quote, "I'm making the weight so much more easily now. I could maybe even go down to 135 and challenge for a title there and then jump up to 147 and be a 3-weight world champion."
Hey, I mean, the science, man. You know what? And I could understand that. I mean, it's not like it's not like 160 and 168, right? I mean, that's I think that's the biggest jump. 160. I believe so, right? 160, 168. That's the biggest jump.
No, that's not the biggest. That's not the light heavy to cruiser.
No, That's what I was gonna about to say. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. But like in the smaller division, I mean, it's hard to make. That's a hard transition. I don't think a 135 or 140 is as hard transition as.
I still think he's capping a bit because that dude is struggling on the scale. You can see that. Like some people were saying that the scale was fixed against Kong Song. If you go and watch that weigh-in, Kong Song's team were complaining about the weight. Like, he may have missed weight.
Yeah, on Rival.
I already found it.
Yeah, it was boxing scene, bro.
I found it up on the zone. But he said there's a possibility he could go down to 135 and capture a title. I think he's capping, bro. That man can't make 135.
I think more so Bud was capping when he said he's gonna go back to 135. I think that's weight capping right
there. Yeah, but Taylor's bigger than Bud.
But he's still fighting at 140.
Bud could still make 140.
I mean, could he make 135?
I think 135 is a stretch.
I think 135 is. I think neither guy could make 135. But I know 1,000,000% Josh Taylor can't make 135. That dude can barely make it to 139 and a half.
Well, with the right money, he'll make 135, but not healthy. He'll be like Jorge Masvidal, almost fainting and shit like that.
He'd be looking like Slender Man on that scale.
He'll be looking like Kell Brook.
Do you guys give Jose Ramirez any chance of beating Josh Taylor?
Yeah, of course, man. That's a good fight. I just got Josh Taylor winning, but but that's a great fight.
It'll be interesting how the scorecards go because it's meant to take place in the U.S., so that'll be interesting.
I'm taking Ramirez in that one. I'm going against the grain.
Damn, it's sad how we gotta look at a fight like that. Like, yeah, we gotta look at the scorecard because in America, or
yeah,
that sucks. I mean, that gotta be. I think that should be part of the betting, man.
That's how I bet. I always look at politics, man, when I'm betting, making predictions.
I think that's fair to look at it. That's logical to look at if it's some type of corruption or favoritism.
Well, yeah, like, let's be real. It's home cooking. Like, that's an old saying in boxing, home cooking. It's been around for a very long time. I mean, if you take a fighter from, let's say, America, and he's to go to Germany, a lot of fans are like, he has to knock him out because he's not going to get a win in Germany.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or Russia. Or if you have a fighter going to the UK, it's like, well, you have to beat the UK fighter, otherwise you're not getting on the cards. Same in the US, man. Everywhere you go, even in the US, state to state. Like, that can make a difference if it's a home fighter from the state. If you have a guy going from, like, Arkansas to fight someone who's from Brooklyn and it's in MSG or some shit, who are you taking? The home guy. Because every time the home guy lands, the crowd's going to erupt.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're almost announcing the Chocolatito Estrada 2 for March. That's good.
Yes. Give me that fight.
Yeah.
Give me that fight.
Chocolatito's like rejuvenated. Like, he got a new battery in his back. Like, he just.
The winner has to fight. The winner has to fight Vasyl.
Yeah, I heard he has to fight him in Thailand too.
Larry asks, if the fight was in Ukraine, they wouldn't give it a draw, not a win for Loma, because it would be outrageous, but a draw. And to me and many others, was no way near a draw.
They might have done the draw. I'll be honest. Like, I know people are like, it's outrageous, but let's take, for example, does anyone remember Jose Luis Ramirez versus Pernell Whitaker in Paris?
Don't remember.
Those scorecards were ridiculous. I mean, they gave Evander Holyfield a draw with Lennox Lewis in America. Come the fuck on.
Yeah.
Hey, for the Tanaka fight, do you know what platform they're gonna show the fight?
It hasn't been announced yet.
Damn.
You could be what type of like, I got this fight. The fight app. I hope they show it there.
I'll tell you, literally about 7 days before the fight, 6 days before the fight is when we'll all know. Like, I'll let everybody know. I'll put community posts up and post that shit all over like Twitter and stuff where we can all watch it.
Both Peter said, "What? I don't know what's more corrupt, boxing or effing government." Yep, both. It's all politics. But boxing to me is like the most corrupt sport in America. It's just you don't know what's really. It's almost like in boxing they say, you don't. I mean, you don't know what can happen in the sport of boxing when it comes inside the ring, but outside too. It's like you don't know what to expect. You don't know what to expect. When you think it's a good fight, it might not happen a good fight. Then the fight that you might not be paying attention to, and then you hear like, "Yo, did you watch that fight? What fight you talking about? Yeah, this fight. Yo, what's the fight of the year? Yeah, it just goes like that, you know. Styles make fights. I don't think that's cliche. I think that's very, very true. Styles make fights, man. And I just think, man, this guy is it's not like out of the blue that great fighters have an excuse. I think it's very, very common. I don't like it, but it's very common. Very common. But I think that it just does a disservice, man. You just can't congratulate the guy. You couldn't congratulate the guy after the fight. Even if you probably would have thought that you won, you should have just congratulated him for giving you a good fight. Even if you thought that you slightly won, because he's saying he see a draw, he gave you a good fight. Why not congratulate him?
Yeah, I think they still on a lot of shine from Lomachenko, including from Teofimo, including the fans. They're like, well, he didn't let his hands go, and it's like, well, he was in the ring. There was two people in the ring. There was a reason he wasn't letting his hands go.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
mm-hmm.
There's somebody else there, like throwing punches at him. So. You know, he had a game plan, and then he was like, all right, well, this is my game plan. I'm going to try to wear him out. It's like, you trying to wear out the younger man? Like, that's a bad plan, bro.
Yeah, it's like Ken Porter said, you don't got to land a punch so you can know that punch is going to hurt you and knock you out. That you could just, if a guy swinging a miss, you already know what type of power he has. Like a fighter can identify that. So, maybe when he swung and a miss, or when he tapped him with that one body shot, since in the beginning of the fight, Lomachenko said, "Oh shit, I ain't trying to get hit with this. This is some different type of power now."
Yeah, taking nothing away from his chin, because he certainly showed that he got one, Lomachenko. But at the same time, there had to be a reason why he wasn't letting his hands go. Maybe he was trying to make him shoot his load off early. And was like, maybe it'll slow down a little bit. But Teofimo had a little something extra. And I seen something else in that fight. I seen Teofimo grow up in that 12th round. Even though his pops told him to just coast that last round, he knew to go and take it. And it worked out in his favor.
Well, he said that was a lie, too. He said that he never said that to coast. He said he wanted him to get him since when during the 9th and 10th round, that he never wanted him to coast. Because he ain't wanted him to get robbed or something like that.
Either way, though, I respect these two because, to be honest, they didn't have to do this fight, remember? Like, they could at least waited for some live gate and pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And the fact that they took the risk, oh, my God.
At least they gave us this fight because we know that we might not even see no other fight. We ain't going to see the fight that we want to see. We ain't going to get no Joshua. We ain't get Joshua Wilder. We might not get Fury and Anthony Joshua. We're not going to get Bud or Spence.
I heard they have to drop their belts in order to fight. So, I don't see that happening.
I mean, that's whack. That's whack. I mean, but then we can't contradict ourselves as fans, you know? Some people we want we want the belt federations to follow their own rules. And that's the problem, that they not following their own rules. But now we got this fight, right? We actually want the WBO to break their rules. But we hate it when the WBC breaks their rules. You see the contradiction? And with us boxing fans, because and the WBO be like, all right, let's give a little space. Let's get this fight to be done with the undisputed. They're breaking their rules. But then as fans, we'll be happy. But when WBC breaks their rules or makeup rules, they get criticized. So
yeah, you can't win either way.
Right? So I think as fans, we got to keep it consistent. If a guy is Usyk is mandatory, he got his and he's in position. I wish that Usyk take that step aside money. There's a lot of money to be made for that fight. I know they could give him enough a good amount of money to step aside.
Yeah, but Usyk, he wants to smoke, bro. He's going after it, you know.
Because
Like,
those type of
getting no
caliber
younger.
fighters, yeah, but I think those type of caliber fighters, they not groomed to. They're not groomed to think about the money like that. Like, remember, this guy was in amateurs for a long time. These guys get paid and be sponsored, you know. Look at Joe Joyce. Look at how long it took him to become professional. It's not like America. In America, it's a poor man's sport. You know, you ain't going to get no sponsors out here. So these guys will be like, no headgear. Man, I'm going to get money. I ain't going to get punched for free.
yeah.
But with them out there, it's a different culture. It's a different culture. So I don't think their legacy is dictated by money, dictated by accomplishments and straps. So Usyk is looking at it like it's not really about too much about the money. I'm gonna get my money, but I want that opportunity to get them 4 straps. And how many times? And this is what it is. When you look at the heavyweight division, how many times a heavyweight really gets his chance for opportunity to become a world champion in the heavyweight division? It's not like in the other division where a smaller guy could just jump to. If you're a 130 pounder, you might go to 126, or you might go to 135. Might shoot up to 140. You get a lot of opportunities, but a heavyweight fighter, they don't get a lot of opportunities to be a champion. Think about it.
Yeah, I think if I was Usyk, I'll take the step aside money and then get an undisputed shot afterwards. But I guess each fighter does their own thing.
Think about it. There's 2 champions right now. It's Anthony Joshua and Fury. So in the span of a year, how many heavyweights will get a chance to become a champion?
And the WBO don't believe that undisputed trumps mandatory.
Now, I think that the thing is that they made a deal with the IBF. You know, remember he had 2 mandatories, the IBF and the WBO. WBO and the WBO. All right, said IBF. All right, you could take Anthony Joshua could take his mandatory with Chad, but right after that fight, he needs to fight this mandatory. So he had 2 mandatories. That's the thing. But WBO was the second. It was gonna go second after IBF.
Oh, so they next in line. Like, no. It's our time. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Back then, you just needed WBC and WBA for undisputed. Now there's like all these belts flying around.
And that's what it is. Like we have critiqued the WBC and the WBA for their super titles and franchise and not going through the rules. Now the IBF, they have become the strictest out of all of them. The WBO, it looks like they're trying to do the same thing, and now now fans will want them to break that type of rule too. So that's.
Then you got the loosey goosey WBC.
Exactly.
Like if your favorite fighter's a mandatory, oh no, fight the mandatory.
I mean, this Belt Federations is crazy. That's
But
why
you know what though? That's good though when you think about it, because for the exact same reasons that Punch brought up, that these younger guys and these newer guys coming up, it gives them that opportunity to shine. I mean, who knows? They might be the butt of next Mike Tyson for all we know. Like the most electric fighter out there, once given the opportunity and they get up on that stage, we don't know. So, I mean, how many times were people hyped up for a fight years ago and like, yo, this is the fight. And like Punch said, this fight happened and it's like, it just changed the whole dynamic of that spectrum. You know what I mean? So, it's something to think about, man. I like it tight and I also like it like consistent. I like consistency. You know what I mean? Because that way you always know what you're looking at.
Exactly. So there's no
I'm waiting for
consistency.
I'm waiting for the other division that they made up right now.
I ain't waiting for that division.
Like I saw the rankings. I didn't know who they were.
I don't give a damn about that. Not now. Maybe, but I haven't even looked into it. I mean, it's just too much, man. It's too much right now. I mean, they're still critiquing. It's like you putting. I mean, the WBC been heavily critiqued this whole year, and then to add in for another critique is like I don't think they actually listen to the people. They don't give a damn. They don't care about the consumer at all. I think boxing is the only really sport that they don't give a damn about the consumer. I mean, we don't never get what we want. They don't care.
I think
They
because the sport is embedded, though, it's embedded in the minds of everybody. You know what I mean? Boxing has been around for so long that they feel that they could just do whatever. And as for the bridgeweight or whatever you want to call it, I think that's just the sanctioning bodies. Like, yeah, man, let's get some more sanctioning fees. Then you're gonna have like a super heavyweight division. You know they're gonna pull that shit out their ass too. So if they doing this, they're gonna do that.
Yeah, like on Instagram when the WBC posted the Black Lives Matter about a fan comment, "Oh, more fees, huh?" And the WBC they replied, "Hey, we hear you guys. We hear you. Have any question? Just DM us. This is all business." That's how they replied. Yeah.
Yeah, let me get it. Yeah. So yeah, the Black Lives Matters right there, Mike Tyson, man. Highlighted 2020. Highlighted 2020.
Shades of his old self in that bout. There was little moments where I was like, yeah, Mike.
I like that. Yeah, I like when he came out with the triple jab or the double jab and then slip. He looking good for that first 20 seconds. Looked great.
Yeah. Joe McGrath, he's like, no, hold him. He's like, I gotta hold him. He's strong. I was like,
What's good?
nice.
What's good, Kobe? What's good, Kobe? I think you got two outlets on or whatever, man. You got to turn one of them off.
Hold it down.
Kobe,
Y'all hear me?
I hear you good. I hear you clear. You already know. Happy Hour Thursday, karaoke night. Kobe, karaoke night. Let's go, man. Give us a tune, man. Give us a tune. Don't you run away from me, Kobe. Let's go.
I got you. Hey. Turn on the lights.
Come on, man. Come on. Don't be slacking on me, Kobe. Don't slack now, man. Don't slack now. I know you got to.
Try to see this. Turn on the lights and here, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to see anything. I want to see turn on the lights. Now you got it.
Hey, Kobe.
Shout out to everybody in the shit. Like, subscribe. I'm in here. What's up, y'all?
What's good, man? Talk to me, Kobe. What you think about, man, these excuses, man? Lomachenko said that somebody bribed the judges. That's the reason why he lost to Lomachenko, to Teofimo Lopez. What's good? What's wrong with the dude, man?
No, honestly, I think Teofimo hit him too hard, probably.
I think
he's
so
still
too.
trying to get conscious back in his head. Like, he's still trying to bring his soul back. But yeah, you can't win no fight like that, brother. 7 rounds, no punches. You undisputed pound for pound. Everybody in America and the world loves you, and this is how you performing. That's just that's a SMH right there. So I got no words for that. I got no words for that punch.
Yeah, man. I don't even know who would like to vouch for him. I don't even think if I was like I said earlier, his number one fan. I can't vouch for that.
I was watching your video earlier when you said the most you could give him was 116, 112.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's exactly what I said. And I said to push it and even drag it, I can't even say a draw because you lost the 12th round. And
yeah, I can't drag a draw. I can't.
He got to fight 2 more. He gonna have to fight Nakatani, and he gonna have to fight El Diamante before he fights Tio.
Now I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say I'm not one of those guys that think that he doesn't deserve a rematch. All I'm
definitely
saying
do, but it'll be too easy. It'll be too easy for him.
But I don't think that he got to get an immediate rematch. I just think the scorecard was wide. In my opinion, if it was close to me, I'll be saying, yeah, man, he got to get that rematch. He got to get that back. And at least if he was undefeated, because I believe if you're an undefeated fighter and you lose for the first time in a close fight, you should definitely get that rematch. That's why I get that argument.
You don't think he should face Nakatani and see what happens from there to see if he get a chance or not?
Yep. Yeah, that would be a good fight.
Yo, Nakatani, see, he ringing bells now. Before he exposed Tio, and then Tio went in there and beat Lomachenko. All them people that was knocking Tio, man, I know they feeling pretty bad. And he ain't just beat Loma in there. He beat up on Loma's ego. That's what really happened. That's what really happened, man.
Yeah,
We witnessed the ego death.
I think his father took his soul out before the fight, bro. Like I think he was already lost.
I think the father's also is probably like his own son too, because he got out game plan by Teofimo Lopez Sr. He got out game plan by a guy that this guy is regarded as the guy that's bringing the Ukraine style genius. And this guy got out game plan by Senior Junior Lopez.
Yeah. And I gotta give it up though, Lomachenko and his pops, man. They did their thing for a while there, man. They was on a run, and they did their thing, but Teo just came in and just slapped everything,
bro. I think that they know, like Punch be saying, boxing's all about style. You know, it's all about the style that you bring in the game. Like they know Teofimo had a hard chance with a tall, rangy fighter. Right, so they probably thought he wasn't going to do good against the champion. I was tall and rangy, like the dude that he beat for the belt to fight Loma. Coleman, yeah. So all right, he got the pass. He did what he did. He was able to shock the world within minutes. So shout out to him. Shout out to the power. Shout out to the React and all that. I give respect for that. But I feel like the dude that lost, the Puerto Rican dude that just lost, Vendejo, he was supposed to fight Teo, because that's what they was about to plan for the Puerto Rican Day Parade. And that would have been an exciting fight. That would have been like a real good fight. But they knew that before you fight Teo, we have to see how you fight against a tall, rangy fighter. So the only fight they had was Nakatani. So I already knew before he fought Nakatani, like I was like, this can be an upset if he doesn't finish him, within the way he's supposed to finish him and finish him fast. Because I saw how the fight was going. I was watching it, and it happened, and I was sad because, I feel like Vendejo didn't have a good corner. Like for me, like they wasn't really guiding him the right way. Like I felt like they didn't tell him like, yo, throw the bicycle on, like throw the jab on, like go ahead, you winning the fight, like don't get too aggressive. But anyway, it is what it is. He took the loss, so now.
I know people are saying that. People saying that, but to be honest, I don't even think he got too aggressive. He got dropped with a jab.
No. What it was, he was fatigued. He was fatigued, Punch.
Yeah.
So he was trying so hard and exhausting that overhand right, and kept throwing his head down, and you're not really throwing the punches the way you're supposed to throw them at. And you exhausting yourself.
I think he wanted to make he really wanted to outdo.
Make a statement.
Yeah, he wanted to outdo with feet.
He did,
and he did.
But he just the way you enter to finish a fight off, Punch is not just throwing the overhead, jumping in like you Tyson like that, because you ain't even ducking or blocking yourself. Like you just closing your eyes and you just throwing that hand.
To be honest though, Verdejo put on a hell of a show for like 6-7 rounds, and his timing was off the chain. But the issue, his real issue is he put 100% mustard on almost all of his shots. He did. If he would have just paced himself just a little bit and continued to pick his spots, because his timing was on. He was looking for a knockout whenever he threw a shot, and that's why he was burnt. And then when he ain't really have nothing, you know what I mean? He got tagged, and he was in there with a rough and rugged dude with some herky-jerky timing. You know what I mean? And offbeat timing but I gotta give it to Verdejo and Nakatani. They both came to fight, and Verdejo, that dude got skills. I'm not so sure about his chin or his stamina, but I think he can fix his stamina just by not putting everything on every shot that he throws. I think that'll change his game, because he definitely got a future.
His lights ain't short. I don't mean that his lights is off like that. Nah, he's still shining.
Nah,
he's still that diamond, because that was an excellent performance, and that was a hell of a fight.
Rap Star Boxing Knowledge in the building. Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. Karaoke. Happy Hour Thursday. Sing us a tune. Rap Star from the UK. My England bruv. What's good?
Man, it's fucking early in the morning here, bro. It's so early over here. But look, I'm going to always give you support. Get to the money. You know what I mean? So let's do something, all right?
Let's go.
It's not gonna be the regular rap star energy, but we'll try.
Don't let me down. Don't let us down, man. We got the viewers, man. They've been waiting on you, rap star. Don't let those people down, man. Boxing is 24/7. You gotta have that energy 24/7.
If I hang with you anymore, I'm gonna lose my relationship and lose everything, bro. It's hard to keep up with you, Moonshine. I'm gonna give you that, bro.
It's 24/7 right now in Asia. Right now, it's 2:00 in the afternoon. Australia, right now it's evening. You gotta give us something, man. They listening. They all hyped. They waiting on you, rap star. Sing us a tune.
All right. Hey, ho, here I go. Thanks for having Rapstar on the show. Salute to the panel. Salute to the chat. As we're back, it's boxing time. Get your red wine. We got Mr. Moonshine.
Hey, Rapstar in the building.
Come on, man. And it's 6 in the morning here, bro.
That's you gotta you gotta wake everybody up, man. You gotta be everybody's alarm. You gotta be everybody's coffee. Black coffee at that, no milk, no sugar, just straight up black.
So what have I missed anyway? I've been sleeping different hours. Why have you got Lomachenko on your thumb now?
On a straight jack?
That's
on
not
belt.
nice, bro. I mean, he's one of our favorite fighters.
Come on, man. I gotta take him to Bellevue. I'm trying to keep him away from Bellevue Hospital. Hold on. Let me get this. Hold on. Stopping by to show your channel so love. But hey, have you heard Fury and AJ may vacate the belt? Yeah, I heard about it, John. Good looking out for the contribution. We're gonna be talking about that. Yeah, I heard about it. We talked a little bit about it, but I mean,
we can definitely talk about that later for sure.
I was just talking about that with my girl.
Yeah. Yo, so Rapstar, yeah, man.
Why would you put him in a jacket like that, bro?
Come on, because he said that he thought that he won the fight, that somebody bribed the judges.
Well, he actually said that. Did he say that? Or was
that
in the newspaper?
Nah, that's him. That's in his own interview with his own boy.
Man, I don't like that. Are you sure he said that?
Bro, go to his Instagram.
Okay.
Yo, Punch don't lie.
I know you're not gonna put it out there like that, but look,
come on, you know, man. I respect these fighters, modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. But their words, they gotta take accountability for their words too, man. You just can't let them slide like that.
Look, Rapstar's gonna just say it as it is. Lomachenko, one of my favorite fighters, but you fucking idiot. You should not be making excuses, bro. People look up to you, man.
You think he should fight Nakatani?
And let me tell you something, bro. If you go watch, I want all the people in the chat, go watch that fight again. You can maximum give Lomachenko no more than 3-4 rounds, max, if you want to be kind to him, bro.
And that's coming from a Lomachenko fan.
And I'm a Lomachenko fan, and I went back to watch the fight to try and give him some more rounds. But every time I watch the fight, bro, the first 4 or 5 rounds, right, he was getting tapped to the body and he was getting hurt. He didn't like it. And he was consistently getting tapped to the body and he couldn't do nothing about it. And one of the Lomachenko's favorite moves, when he moves around you, Teofimo moved with him. Teofimo was doing belly dancing with the man. He was moving with him. Everywhere Lomachenko went, Teofimo stepped in the right direction to hit him on the body. Go watch that fight. And go and have a look how Teofimo won at least 8-9 rounds in that fight. He can't be denying that.
I think a lot of people overlooked that about that whole situation too, because everyone assumed that Teofimo was going to be fighting for foot position, and so did Lomachenko. Thought that he was going to fight for.
Good 1-2 kid.
No, of course they good. But that's the thing is he didn't have to fight for it. Either he took it or he didn't even attempt to take it, and would still get shots off. And I said that shit. I said I seen it in the when he fought who was the cat that he knocked out with the devastating double left hook, the southpaw. You know what I'm talking about, Punch.
You talking about Teo?
Yeah, when Teo dropped.
You talking about that light skinned dude?
I'm trying to think of the dude that he knocked out. I'm trying to think the dude with the fire on his trunks. I can't think of his name offhand. You know what I'm talking about? Damn. Magdaleno is a southpaw too, and he didn't fight for foot position on him. He didn't have to because he was so quick. His feet are so quick, and then he would either take position or just ignore it completely. And I think Lomachenko bases a lot of his game on you fighting for foot position, and when you do, he makes his moves. And when Teo didn't do it, he didn't know what to do. Like that's just what I felt.
I think that you see when you were saying that he didn't want to give Tio the rematch for the belt for his belt.
Yeah.
I think it was the other way around. I think Bob Arum said that there's no rematches, bro, because he know how Eddie Hearn moves. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
He already told him there's no rematches. You're gonna fight this guy, you gotta beat him. If you don't beat him, it is what it is. So I felt like Bob Arum already knew that Tio was better. You know what I'm saying? That's
I
why
don't think so. You know, I really don't think.
I don't think so.
I think everything was lined up for Loma. I think he was the A side. It was to the take it or leave. It was the take it or leave it deal. You know, they wasn't pampering to Tio. So out of nowhere now is nah. This is all. There was all and look what the Lopez said after the fight. The top ranked people wasn't even there. They left. They wasn't there in the press conference. They wasn't there. Bob wasn't out there in the press conference. So
for real?
yeah. So it was. I think they all was upset.
Yeah, because they all right. They maybe took they groomed dog. Okay, let's say they got caught lacking. But let's say Tyson Fury didn't get the rematch. Let's say he would have lost and they would have gave it to Wilder. Fury know where I thought where he at right now.
Hey, in that fight, Wilder was favored to win on both fights.
Yeah, he was.
That
he
was a
favored
cherry
to win.
pick.
But
They picked Tyson.
you don't think he did enough in the first fight to win? I think he did.
Who?
Wilder.
No way.
Nah, I think that was
No way.
I think the draw is the most he could get.
He was lucky to get the draw.
But if you all right, but if you favored, right, and you home favorite, right, Punch, don't you think they supposed to ride with you?
It doesn't work like that, bro.
Yeah, it don't. Yeah, it's not gonna
Not
work
like that,
like
but you know what I'm talking about. Because if we was to go overseas,
I think
and
the
you put
draw.
up a draw performance, they're gonna say you lost.
No, but I think the draw is the most. They put that's a rabbit out the
So
hat.
also,
The
Punch,
draw
you
was
know,
the
he
most.
didn't get
Yeah, the
I
draw
don't know.
was
I
a
think he-
stretch.
Yeah, the
Stretch.
draw
All
was
right,
the stretch.
I'll take that.
So they saved it. They didn't give him the L, but the draw was. Now
The draw was the L. All right, okay.
If because most people that's gonna watch the fight, you Saturday night, you drinking, you with your peoples, you're having the boxing party, or if you're in the arena. I know that not everybody watches the fight like they're supposed to watch the fight, meaning round by round, counting the blows and stuff. But if you're just watching it as a fight, like just watching 12 rounds and a fight, you could give it a draw just because the guy knocked him down twice, and you want an undefeated champion to be beaten for that belt, you know. So I wasn't mad about the draw. I wasn't mad because I feel like, damn, Tyson Fury is gonna tippy toe his way to another epic victory. You know, first with Klitschko, then the other one with Wilder. Nah. You gotta beat the champion. You gotta beat him. That's why on the second fight, I'm like, Tyson. Now that's the way you get the damn title. That's the way you get the title. Don't give me this 6'9", 280 pounds tippy toeing around the ring and think you're gonna beat an undefeated champion. Nah.
But that was still, let me just explain to people, that was still a moral victory for Tyson Fury at that draw. The reason why that was a moral victory,
he got that contract.
No. Nobody gave him a chance. They thought he was too far gone. And that inspired him, if you think about it. Because that was
think
a
he
moral
already
victory.
knew though.
He took that as a victory. You know that, innit, Punch?
I mean, look. People don't want to say it because they probably mad at Wilder right now, but he did get a chance. He got 2 chances with Wilder. Wilder didn't have to give him a second rematch. That's one. Wow. He didn't have to give him the first rematch, the first matchup. He didn't have to.
Word.
The cherry pick went wrong though, so he had to because it looked bad on the draw.
Well, you know what?
I got a question. I got a question.
You know what I would have done if I was Wilder? You know what I would have done? I'm like, damn. Woo.
Did he win the belt?
At least I got with that draw. You know what? Shit, let me get this Anthony Joshua fight first before I get this Tyson Fury fight.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I think there was in their contract that they'll have a rematch.
But he broke that contract. Remember, Tyson Fury broke that contract. Remember, because he signed with Top Rank after that. So that's what I mean. Wilder was just giving him this guy chances. No, I think that's why Wilder is more mad because in the interview.
let's get a real punch because you know how the England
makes
fans
sense,
watch
though.
this as well, right? And a lot of them watch Rapstar. He's in joint promotion with Frank Warren.
Yeah.
Promotions. So he did a joint promotion with Bob Arum, and everything still standard on the contracts. It just the joint promotion gave him more exposure with ESPN. Remember?
Yeah, he got that 110 million.
I don't know. They offered him the 100 million deal, innit? Was it
Did Tyson
110?
Fury win the belt
Was
when
it
he fought
110?
Klitschko?
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was 100. I think it was 110. I think it was
Did he win
something.
the belt when he fought Klitschko? Tyson Fury?
He won all the belts.
He won everything.
So he won when he fought Klitschko, he won everything. He won the belts.
Yeah. And then
So he picked Wilder.
No.
No. He left. He left for almost 3 years.
Oh, he gave up the belt.
He blew up the 400 pounds and all that. And
He was snorting that cocaine. He was depressed. He contemplating suicide. And then he came back. Nobody was into his fight coming back. Then he fought a second time. And then Wilder gave him. He was not in position to get the Wilder fight. He was in position. He was morally in position because he never lost his belt. So he was morally in position. He was morally due to get those type of fights because he never lost it. Nobody never beat him for it.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay,
was he a cherry pick?
And as you know, they say that
I got him against AJ, bro. I got Fury against AJ then. Because
I'm not gonna be
I got
AJ. I think he got the skill to get him tired.
Whoever that is, who's that who just said that, bro?
I said that.
Kobe.
Oh, Kobe. Yeah. I want to touch on that. I'm with Kobe on that. I've got Tyson Fury.
Yeah. Because it's like I was just telling my girl this punch.
I got Fury punch.
The way
Fury's too skillful, and he mentally gets in your head. He mentally gets in your head, bro. It's going to be hard for Joshua. It's going to be a lot of pressure on him.
So my money might be on Tyson, but I'll be rooting for AJ.
I got AJ. I got AJ.
I'll be rooting for AJ, man.
Yeah, but that's the same thing.
But yo, you gotta understand.
You know why Punch is saying AJ? I'll tell you why Punch is saying AJ. Because Punch wants to save the sport, and he feels that if Fury wins, it'll be bad because he might do some antics again, and it won't be good for the sport. Maybe.
No, that's what you're saying, Rapstar.
I know that. I get because you like AJ, and I know you like him as a man, and I know you like the way he's humble and shit, bro.
I like them all.
Fury's a better talent, bro, and you better get it for you.
I like them all. It's different type of personalities, different type of styles. They all need it. All of them is needed in the top of the heavyweight division.
I feel but AJ, I feel like AJ's getting better, man.
Than Tyson.
I just feel like AJ.
How can he win?
How can he win? The same way he wins a lot of fights. I mean, he could win. He could win. If he's disciplined, let's
be real, Punch.
He could control range. He could control range if he wants to.
You can't control range against Tyson.
I'm gonna ask Punch because Punch know all the.
And the only way AJ can win, right, is that AJ's blessed that he might not have a hard punch like Wilder, but when he punches in flurries of 3 and 4 combos. So the only thing AJ's got a chance is if he hurts Fury, he's got to go in with a combination, 3-4 combinations.
All right, I think,
that's the only way he can win, or he cannot outbox Tyson.
But I do think that he would do what other fighters don't do to Tyson. I think he would do what Wilder couldn't do to Tyson, and that's go to the body, start from the bottom, and work your way up top.
Yeah, but Fury's already ready for all that. He knows how to.
Yo, Punch, I got a question for you, bro.
He can. I'm not saying that he can't win. I just got AJ. AJ could win.
Fury will be the favorite.
You can't see. Let's see it like this. Look, let's see it like this. Yo, Tyson was above the food chain after he beat Klitschko, right? Let's see it like this. They was like, yo, the only way we're gonna bring exposure to the heavyweight boxing, Tyson, is if you take a break right now. We don't want you hurt, right? Let's just say it like this. You relinquish the belts. These little fighters fight for the ones that, for these belts right here. Let them get possession of it, right? Let's spark up the heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Kobe, your theories is too extreme, my brother.
Yo, it's extreme, right? And because the way I'm seeing it, it's like you saying that he came from a 2-year, depression. I respect it, but look how he's doing it though. So you also got to give credibility, and you gotta as an analytics and you looking from the outside in, you gotta ask yourself like, yo, I want to know what he got in his mind. I want to know how far he can go. So,
and one thing with Fury, right? He's a much better boxer than Anthony Joshua. He's so naturally better boxer.
He's the better boxer out of all of them. But
Yeah,
that doesn't
and-
mean. But that doesn't mean he's a.
You guys are going to give Tyson Fury
But
the credit is when Tyson Fury beats AJ easily, then everybody in the boxing world is going to say.
But this is the
But
thing
it's
is
the
that we're
heavyweight
just
You're going to
division,
give
bro.
him his credit when he beats.
we're just looking at one attributes when you say that. When we talking about he could outbox him, we're just looking at one attribute, and that's offensively. But that doesn't mean that Tyson Fury is unhittable. Put it this way: it's lucky that the referee they did everything impossible. You know what was also now I'm not gonna even say corrupted, but you telling me that they wasn't supposed to stop that fight, the fight before Wilder versus what's his name? Not Schwartz, Wallen. That cut. They were praying that they didn't stop that fight. They did everything possible not to stop that fight.
Wilder? Yeah,
Yeah, the Otto Waller.
And he wasn't reacting well to them shots either. He kept moving the wrong direction. When he was faced with that adversity, he had some issues with Otto Waller.
Bro, they stopped the Joshua Greer fight. You think they would have never stopped that Otto Waller fight?
But you know what it is? Tyson Fury is not just good defensive and offensive. He's got a strong chin. And you were speaking about granite chins yesterday. Tyson Fury has a granite chin.
They all got the same chin, bro. They all got
in the
the same.
heavyweight division, anyone can go to sleep.
I know.
I'm saying when I'm talking about the three, I'm talking about Wilder, AJ, and Fury. They all got the same chin. They get down and get right back up. Ain't nobody never laid. None of these guys just laid flat and stood down. So they got the same
makes him
chin.
just more dangerous because he's got better attributes, better skill.
But
better
Anthony Joshua as well. Look at the Klitschko fight. He went down and he got back up, and that was the historic fight. So that's character. They all got character. They all got good character.
And that's another thing too, though. When you talk about AJ constantly improving, man.
Talk to him.
I think he constantly improving. Like he made the adjustments after the Ruiz fight. I used to say this dude ain't got crazy stamina issues. You know, he need to, stop bulking up and start working out like a boxer. And that's exactly what he's doing. He still got stamina issues, but they minimal now.
You think
he's doing is better.
You think Tyson Fury's gonna push Anthony Joshua around like he did Wilder?
I think he's gonna be able to outwork.
He'll fatigue him.
I think he'll outwork him.
He'll fatigue him.
Yeah, and I think exactly what Kobe said. He'll get fatigued, and once he gets fatigued, Tyson Fury will stop him. And the thing is, that's when he'll become the best heavyweight of our time.
Exactly.
Once he does that, then he'll become the best heavyweight of our time.
No, I could see Fury winning, but I sense that you don't feel like he has no way of winning this fight, AJ.
AJ has a chance if he's able to maintain his breathing and his stamina throughout 9 rounds. If he gets him in the 9th round, he gets Tyson Fury to pass 8 rounds, 9 rounds, and he catches Fury.
But
he's gonna get up.
When we talk about stamina, didn't Joshua show John during the Klitschko fight that he got stamina even through adversity as well?
The dude's a flat-footed fighter. Punch.
They all flat-footed.
No, like Tyson Fury walk around like Tyson Fury will make him walk around and like I didn't see Klitschko moving like that. I don't see him moving like that. Like Tyson Fury for me, he got skinny legs, bro. Like he a little fast from like a little in the lower body. He got
great feints. He got great feints,
and he got his like the movement.
He got good energy.
The way he able to duck and go under, like he got movement, bro. So,
he's limber for a big dude. He don't look it at all.
For a heavyweight, that's different, bro.
Right.
I like what 1-2 Kid
attributes
said.
that he brings.
Yeah, I like what 1-2 Kid said. He knows how to use his energy very wisely in the ring, and also Tyson Fury's got great resistance. You know what I mean? He always ups his pace in that ring. And when you don't expect him to. But you know what? At the end of the day, you got to appreciate this. This is the most fittest Tyson Fury, the most motivated Tyson Fury that you're going to get now. It's here.
Hey, so, maybe you're going to get the best motivated Anthony Joshua as well after that loss.
But Anthony Joshua has got a chance. And I'll tell you where he's got a chance.
He got a hell of a chin.
He needs to hurt Tyson Fury, and if he can hurt him, he needs to go in with combinations.
I think that's how he's gonna. I think if he does hurt him,
combinations.
that's how he's gonna do it with a
Yeah.
combination.
You got to
With
come with the jab.
combinations.
You got to come with steady jabs. Pushing Fury back. Steady jab. Don't let Fury get comfortable.
Pace himself and pick his spots, and he'll be all right. And because you got to keep in mind,
he gets him. You know, he cuts the ring off, gets him in the corner.
Younger
He
guy
that
too,
body,
man.
like punch set, work
He
that
the
body,
younger
good
guy,
body,
man.
feeling
It could be another Teofimo Lomachenko all over again. You know what I'm saying? You know, AJ might just pull that shit off. You never know. Oh my God, it's a big fight.
No, that's the biggest.
It's a big fight, though, Punch.
Rap, so hold it down. Let me let go to the restroom. Hold it down for me.
Okay, yeah, I got ya. So let me tell you why I'm so excited about this fight, 1-2 kid. We coming from England. It's an all undisputed England heavyweight championship fight. Can you imagine, 1-2 kid?
From back in the days, no, but yes, now today it's here. It's real. Yep.
So let
it's
me
going down.
Let me tell
Talents is talents.
So let me tell everybody in the chat something. The vaccine has come out. They got the vaccine come out for next week, right? So they're planning to get this fight with the fans in our new Wembley Stadium. Well, it's not new, but we can host up to 90,000 people in there, right? So they want to get this undisputed showdown with Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua in Wembley Stadium for all undisputed heavyweight championship. What do you think about that, Kobe?
I think that shit's gonna sell out. Now, if it go down, and I think that the prices are probably gonna be ridiculous, and they're gonna be playing Sweet Caroline, and the shit's gonna go down, and everyone gonna get really rich, and it's gonna be really exciting. Because I got to give it to the England fans, man. They bring some fire out of them fighters, man, and they some hardcore fans. So
a fact. That's a Fendi. That's like just one might add just to
it'll
what
be
my
huge.
boy 1-2 said. Is all about the fans, bro. Like the fans be making it makes it exciting for the fighters too. What makes it so real? Because at the end of the day, a boxer wants to be known worldwide what he's doing, especially if he's going toe to toe like that. You know, it's kind of sad where you got people in coronavirus where they don't see you perform, and a lot of people not able to afford pay-per-view, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's a plus for the boxing. That's plus for boxing right there, man. Shout out.
They're gonna come out. They're gonna come out. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be the biggest fight of our era, like 2021, undisputed heavyweight championship. But let me tell you this, Kobe and 1-2, how they're gonna get rid of Usyk, because Usyk's mandatory. So I think they're trying to work a deal with him, because Usyk still wants to fight Anthony Joshua. Usyk is the only one who's gonna gate crash this fight. What do you think about that?
You know what? I don't think that. Unless you wanna take this, Kobe.
You could take it first. I'll take it after you.
Well, I don't think that it's gonna be. I think the style matchup for Usyk. I think he gives a lot of heavyweights problems with his speed and his footwork. But I don't think Tyson Fury and AJ is the guys that he's gonna give trouble to. I think he might find himself in some trouble messing with them. So I don't, whether he ends up fighting afterwards, takes the pay and goes, to the side, or AJ just takes the fight. I don't think it's going to disrupt anything. I think the fight still happens. I think AJ still fights Tyson Fury. I don't see it as a big hiccup. I think the style matchups, either one of them guys was to fight him, even Tyson Fury. I think these styles is all wrong and they're just too big, and AJ's too young and Tyson's too limber. You know what I mean, for Usyk, because that he can't get away with doing certain things with those guys. He's kind of like, I wouldn't say defensively like a Chris Bird, but he's like a Chris Bird type of fighter. You know what I'm saying? Not in comparison, but I'm comparing them as smaller heavyweights. He likes to use his feet. He likes to make moves. I don't think that's gonna bother either one of them dudes. He'll just run around the ring and walk himself out of a fight. out of a win.
Well, I think honestly, if you're that confident to fight AJ, why you don't just let him get that fight and just wait? Just wait.
It go undisputed. Yeah, I hear you.
And that's it. And once they get the belt, it's even easier for you
You
because
know
you're
what,
the mandatory to fight the winner, regardless.
That's a perfect point. And that's what I think Manny Pacquiao should do with Bud Crawford and Earl Spence. I think he should just let someone get them 3 belts and then fight for undisputed. Why even put yourself in that fire? Let the young guys sort it out.
You know why he did that though?
Why?
Think about it. What you saw last fight with EJ. What you saw? Tell me what you saw.
What I seen him box, do his thing, and I think that I got a lot of thoughts about that fight. I think Danny waited for that fight. He waited for a winner, a guy with 2 belts. He didn't go after just one. Got in there, seen this dude was coming off an accident. Like, cool, this the one I want. Even though they said it was supposedly signed prior, jumped on it and took a butt whooping. and I think EJ showed up. He said he's back, and I didn't see much weakness in him. You know, I didn't see much weakness in Earl. I think Earl put on a good performance, especially coming off of an accident, and he didn't take no tune-up. So I don't know. I would just let the younger guys sort it out. Like I'm still with that. That's what I seen though.
As a veteran move, being Pacquiao, that will actually be the best move for him to do. But I see it like this. I'm gonna ask you another question. Now let's say you Pacquiao, I'm EJ, War Star is Crawford, right? Now, you know, I just for let's say Punch was Kell Brooks, whoever it was, who he just for Danny Garcia. Let's say Punch is Danny Garcia. You just see me for Danny Garcia, right? You looking from the outside in. You just finished fighting Keith Thurman. So you fought the guy that was actually number 1 before these guys was already, you know, whatever it is that they was claiming. Because he was able to catch up to me and fight me. But I was able to succeed or whatever. And whatever it is, right? So you looking from the outside looking in. If you know, if I let him fight the pound for pound War Star, let's say War Star, right? I know he's going to get better when he fights him. So why would I take that risk of fighting him after than me taking him on right now because of what I see, knowing that I know I could win right now?
Why? Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I'm saying
I'm gonna kick it back to Loma and Tio. I think Loma should have got him off grip faster than what Tio was able to face.
Oh, I got you.
Nakatani and Richo and the Kwame. You know what I'm saying? You were supposed to get him out the way because you see the potential. You see, you know what I'm saying?
I don't see Spence getting past Bud though.
I mean, that's a good point though from Kobe.
Right, I get it.
You understand what I'm saying?
You got to recognize
right now,
this,
but I'm
saying. Let me say this. When Teofimo knocked out the guy for the IBF, Richard Comey, when he knocked him out like that, he became a star overnight as well. It was like Lomachenko couldn't walk away from that fight anymore. He proved himself there and then that now I deserve this fight. You know what I'm saying? That's when he proved to himself, I deserve this fight with Lomachenko now because I've stepped up.
Right.
Nobody else stepped up. You know what I mean?
I think though, and even when he saw what he did to Comey, I don't think that even Lomachenko really respected him yet. I just think that Lomachenko says, you know what, I'm gonna go after that belt. I'm gonna go after the IBF, no matter who it is. It's not even about the difference between both of them, and this was dangerous about it. That Teofimo Lopez has been dialed in on Lomachenko for like 3 years.
Yeah,
he's going to all his fights. He's studying him.
Yeah,
he's just dialed in. This is everything that he's been doing in basically in the professional level is geared to get Lomachenko.
But let's give that credit to Senior. Senior's been studying him like a book.
No, yeah.
This
You know,
is all to Senior.
Lopez doing the scrapping though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Senior's the one who came with the game plan, and he knew when he wanted this fight, and he knew his son was ready.
But I still feel like what we was talking about before. I feel like Pacquiao should because you can't tell me if Bud and Spence get in there and mix it up that it's not going to be a war.
Can't do it.
It's going to be a good fight.
But no, it's not going to be a war. There ain't going to be no boxing match.
Yeah, but what about what Pacquiao just did?
Now,
What about what
Pacquiao
Pacquiao did
takes
to
the
Keith
winner
Thurman?
and gets under. Wait a minute, but I'm just saying, Pacquiao looking like this might put Pacquiao as one of the greatest that ever lived. Think about it. If he let them fight and then he fought one of the winner, he would be fighting for undisputed and they'd be fresh off a war.
No, but imagine you beat all of them though.
That'd be a good one.
That's what
If they can do it that way,
imagine you just beat Keith Thurman. Now you fight EJ. You beat EJ. Then after you beat EJ, you got Crawford. You beat Crawford. Who else? Who's next?
Doesn't matter after that. It's
That's what I'm trying to
retirement
tell
time.
you. So it's like I understand where you coming from, but it's like Pacquiao. After he beat EJ, he could chill.
Oh, now why not go for undisputed?
But he could chill and let Crawford fight more opponents, and then
he's old though. He ain't gonna just chill.
Yeah, I mean, that's
but,
what I'm
but
saying.
you still,
Just
but
chill
he
for
already
now.
I mean, he's doing that right now.
Right.
He already fought.
Right. So let these dudes scrap up, man. That's what me and
But he just took
Rapstar was
EJ. So
talking
all right.
about.
So now,
So who shouldn't Pacquiao fight? Pacquiao should fight Mikey Garcia in the meantime.
Who cares?
Nah, he's gonna fight EJ.
Oh, that's just that don't make sense. Because
He
why
said
would
he
you?
wanna fight
Okay, so
EJ.
if he fights EJ, and then he got Bud coming right at, like he not getting any younger.
It's all
He
right.
want to save his last.
You beat top 2 out of the 3 though.
Yeah, but why not just take the accolades and
He
take the winner?
He don't want the accolade. He want the legacy. That's what Punch
Yeah,
saying.
all right. Well, he gonna wind up going.
Yeah,
he gonna wind up going to sleep. Then why roll the dice?
The only way you go to sleep is with somebody you fought more than 3 times.
Well, you know the problem is 1-2 Kid. I had a show the other day, and they're not going to give us what the fans want. And 1-2 Kid is telling the truth. Right now in boxing, that's the welterweight fight that all hardcore fans want. Is Terence Crawford, Errol Spence. That's a war. That's a real fucking fight.
Right. So let's say,
but
now
the
let's
fans
say
are not getting this shit, yeah, because of this politics and money and this and that. And this is bad for the fucking sport. This is where UFC don't fuck about. The 1 and 2, they fight each other. They don't sit back and fucking start making excuses and all this shit, bro.
Who is the 1 and 2?
Errol Spence is number 1.
And who's
and
number
Terence
2?
Crawford's number 2.
How's he number 2?
I got it backwards.
Yeah,
I got
let
it
me tell you
reversed.
why I got it like that. At least if I've said it, I've got my own opinions, right? Now,
Larry.
right.
In the welterweight, Errol Spence has been fighting consistent and better opposition for the last 2 years. His opponents have been in the top 5, and they've been the opponents which are being worthy of him being called the champion. And then when he got that belt from Sean Porter, that made him a unified champion at welterweight. So at welterweight, Errol Spence is the number 1 welterweight in the world, hands down. That's how I see it.
Can I say my part? Can I say the way I see it?
Shoot, go.
I think Keith Thurman was number 1, right? And Pacquiao just beat the number 1, bro. You feel me?
So that's the way I see it.
Pacquiao is number 1, bro. Like, you got to understand that right now. If you don't understand that right now, like, there's a problem. Cause
that's the way I see it. I see it as this. I agree with Kobe. I see it like this.
Pacquiao's not active, bro.
Hey, don't matter. Who's called? All right,
we're
look.
talking about Bud and Crawford. We're not talking about Pacquiao. I'm talking about Bud and Crawford here. I class Pacquiao as the super champion.
I say this, right? The number one welterweight for me was still Keith Thurman. Manny Pacquiao beat Keith Thurman. Manny Pacquiao is the guy that Bud Crawford wants, is the fight that Errol Spence wants. He's the guy they gunning for. He's the guy with the most accolades. He's the guy that beat the number 1 welterweight. He's the number 1 guy until he's done. Until Manny Pacquiao gets beaten by one of these guys.
So what have you got to say to me when I say this to you? Manny Pacquiao is obviously with the fans the greatest and one of the greatest who ever did it.
The
We know
great Manny Pacquiao.
You know what
But
though?
on
I
paper,
got
what we're gonna
disagree,
do
though.
on
I gotta
paper and on if you
disagree,
go on
man.
the internet, Errol Spence is the unified number one.
Yeah, he's unified.
Oh yeah, that's fine, but
So you
but
gotta
then
go.
you take,
You gotta okay. We gotta still keep it factual, but then we gotta still give the accolade that Pacquiao is the super champion.
well, all right. So wait a minute. If
So
we
where do you
go,
go?
I ain't giving. Put it this way: Manny Pacquiao, he's got to cement the legacy. It don't matter if he wins or lose. If we just
No,
take,
I know, right.
let's say we take Manny Pacquiao out the mix because he got to cement the legacy, right? Don't matter if he loses the next fight. Whatever he's immortal, right? Let's talk about this standing era.
right?
I still don't even got Bud number 2.
Who you
Yeah, I got
number
Bud.
two?
I got Bud number 1.
I got
Where you got
I'll get Spence number 1, and I got Thurman number 2.
Okay, so what's the logic? So if you got
number 2,
right,
bro.
so that's
I
how
got
you
Thurman
got
number
it,
2.
right?
Now
Right.
you're gonna get the trolls, but now you're gonna
Okay,
get the
so
trolls, bro.
if that's how y'all got
Hey,
it, right?
listen, if you're
Now
a-
you
if
saying,
you're a
wait a minute,
Bucks
hold
fan,
up,
you better
World
come
Star.
on here,
I'm
bro.
gonna make my point why I got Bud number 1. I'm gonna make my point, man. Then I'll make moves, whatever. But yo, I'm gonna put it like this. You heard what everyone said. They agreed that Manny beat Thurman, who is considered the number 1 fighter, right?
Yeah.
So that put him number 1, right? But when Manny was number 1, who beat him?
Who? Jeff Horn?
He wasn't
Definitely.
he wasn't number 1 at that
Nah,
time.
he wasn't number 1, but he beat the number 1 fighter.
Yeah, but
Right?
how many- can,
Not
one,
at
two,
that
three-
at that time. Remember, at that time,
Yeah.
Who did Horn fight after that?
Safari. What's that guy? Zafar Barrett
Somebody,
or
I
something.
don't
Right,
know.
and he got a
And he
dub.
lost. And he lost.
He didn't lose.
He lost against an Australian.
Yeah, but we're not.
Australian,
Just because you beat a Manny Pacquiao, I'm just not.
Okay, okay,
Is the
so
body?
now
Is the
that's
body?
okay.
Is the body of
Listen,
work
that's
as
Body
well?
of work.
Fight.
Okay, body of
If you
work.
look at that
Body of
fight,
work.
if you look at that
Body
fight
of work.
again,
If we saying body of work, body of work. This man coming up with what? How many titles?
what do you
And
mean?
then
He's
he
only got
takes
one
on
title at the moment.
he's coming up for how many titles? He made how many defenses? He stopped how many people?
Yo, y'all
So-
gonna be mad when I name mine. Go ahead.
Yo, he's
He
got
beat Jesse
what?
Vargas.
How many straps he got? How many straps Bud got?
He got one title at welterweight.
No, I mean at welterweight. How many straps he got though?
One.
I thought
Yeah,
we
but the
said
straps
I
that he
thought
got
we
from
said body
before-
of work.
Yeah, but the straps he got from before are the things that he's done 3 years ago, 2.5
Oh,
years ago.
okay,
bro.
like Manny.
Huh?
Like Manny.
Yeah, but Manny's the 8-weight.
Manny
world
just
champion.
got the dub and he won a title,
But
right?
Manny fought real
Just
guys.
like Bud did.
Eric Morales.
Oh no, okay. So now we're going even further back. Body of work.
Now
right?
we're just talking welterweight. Who got the best? Who got the?
Okay, I got you.
You know what?
Yo,
You know why I say.
when I say my number one.
You know why I say. You know why I say I put still Thurman up there because even when Thurman was unified title. They was talking about Bud and Spence. They was trying to overlook. The whole hype was always trying to overlook Thurman.
Exactly.
I just ain't. I ain't bought him.
I ain't buy that.
No.
That.
But you can see like when I did the video, I had to take it down. But when Earl was on ESPN and on First Take, and Max is trying to tell him who's your legacy fight, and Earl's saying Keith Thurman, and they asked in the separate occasion, Bud Crawford, who's your legacy fight? He says Keith Thurman.
Right.
But Max and but they remember what Earl Spence. You remember what they said? They said Earl. I mean Keith Thurman is good, but Earl Spence is special. You know they have tried to make this 1 and 2 even when this guy's unified title Keith Thurman.
Yeah.
So
sorry, go ahead.
And then Earl Spence. Great what he did back-to-back Porter and Danny Swift Garcia.
Right.
But guess what?
Mikey
Thurman
Garcia.
did that.
Right.
Come
Thurman
on,
did
man.
that too.
Mikey Garcia is
So
a great fighter, bro.
Yeah,
Thurman
but
did that
he's
too.
not-
Thurman did it first.
Exactly.
I get it. I get what y'all saying. But here's the point though. I'll let you drop your point, Rastar. Here's the point though. The point I'm trying to make is they all wanted him because he had the straps. When does Bud stop calling people out with straps?
Bud hasn't been fighting anyone with straps. Only Jeff Horn.
No.
Got that title.
Hey, if he
Bud's
getting
been
frozen,
fighting people
right?
which
No,
are
he
5
hasn't
years
fought him.
irrelevant.
But hey,
Amir
so
Khan,
he's irrelevant
which
because
was irrelevant
dudes with
until
straps don't want to fight
2016. He
him.
was okay.
So what I'm trying to say is that's the point I'm trying to make. If dudes got straps and they ain't trying to fight Bud, then that's where the problem come in.
I got Keith Thurman.
I think there was still fights to be. I think there was still fights to be made. It was still fights to be made to validate anybody's position in the welterweight division. Like you know what it is to me. They got straps. They got straps, but to me, it's not. It's still a pack top 5.
Right.
You know. So for me, it's you know.
Hey, 1-2 kid.
I still gotta see a pack and Earl, a pack and Bud. I still gotta see Thurman and Spence, Thurman and Bud. I'm not giving nobody that's like that one.
That's
just
Slaughter.
like nah.
All right, but 1-2 kid. I like you, you know. I come, you know what I mean? You pulled up on my show, I pulled up on yours. But let me ask you this, brother. How you got Terence Crawford #1? Just explain that to me. How do you rate him #1? Go on.
You know why?
Go ahead.
Because all the other fighters rate him #1.
Oh.
Because they won't
let me explain myself. So can I answer?
That's why.
Okay, so you're saying
so what I'm saying is them fighters don't want to fight Bud.
Okay.
And when they do, they price themselves out.
My son is a fighter, bro.
All I'm saying is
who priced himself out? Who?
Man, I'm ready for the conversation soon. Punch.
We talk about Keith.
Thurman priced himself
we talk about Danny.
No.
You know what I mean?
I got answers
we talking about Earl. And now
what was they willing to negotiate?
Is Earl willing to negotiate?
No, I'm saying I'm saying because you said they priced themselves out. These guys are making just as much or probably more money than Bud.
Well, then where's the counter offer?
Yo, no lie though.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Where was his counter offer? And I've said that, and Keith Thurman said it on his couple last interviews. He never asked for $10 million. Hey, people gotta stop with that report. He never asked. It came out of his mouth. He never asked for $10 million.
And let me touch on that. Why the fuck did they pay Amir Khan 7.2 million? Mm-hmm. If you can afford to pay Amir Khan 7.2 million, you can definitely negotiate with.
Because you know why?
Now let me
Keith said, "Go fight Amir Khan, and then I'll give you a shot."
Yeah, but let me tell you, no.
Yeah,
that's bullshit.
But no, that's bullshit.
Let me tell you why that's bullshit.
Say that.
Let me say that.
But now we don't go by.
You gotta let me answer. You gotta let me answer then. That was when Amir Khan was winning and he won against Madonna and he was in his momentum. When he lost after Canelo, nobody was interested after that in Amir Khan. He was damaged goods. And after that, Amir Khan knew himself he wasn't the fighter.
Okay, so
let me answer you. Let me answer you, bro.
Spence don't have to fight. I don't get it, man.
Buying in like that 1-2.
Well, you don't drop 10 points at once and then not
bro.
allow me to
respond. You can negotiate, right, for 7.2 million for Amir Khan. You can definitely negotiate for Keith Thurman. That's #1. And number two, if you're gonna rate Terence Crawford #1 for what he's done 3 years ago against Victor Postol, Julius Indongo, and then you want to go back to Yukras Gamboa, well, I think Errol Spence would have beat them with his jab, right?
But you missed Postol, Diaz,
Terence Crawford.
Guys
no. Listen,
let's just write them off.
Is a great fighter. He's a great switch hitter, and he's got amazing attributes. But he ain't done shit. He ain't fought nobody, bro.
Because nobody, that was the point I'm trying to make. They don't want to fight him. You still making points, though.
Listen,
I'm responding to each point that you make.
He's been getting $4 million to fight washed up fighters, bro. It's about time Terence Crawford steps up.
So Machine was a washed up fighter, right?
Machine
was a washed up fighter.
Machine drew with that dude, didn't he?
Who
did he draw with? Who did Machine ever draw with?
Man, nobody knew. Nobody. I ain't seen one. Nobody knew who his Mean Machine was. I ain't seen one content on that dude. I ain't seen one video of anybody doing a video of the Mean Machine before Bill Crawford. Nobody was
Let's get real
talking
with
about
this
him.
shit, bro.
That's
Come on.
right.
Yeah, let me say
So
something.
he
Let's get
just
real with
he
this,
just
bro.
taking out all the young talent because the real talent don't want no pieces of it.
All right, so if he's really want to take the young talent, go get Virtual Ortiz or Ennis Boots. I don't see that.
Oh, so keep going, right? So all them accolades don't count, but Mikey Garcia could just
No,
jump
no. What
up
I'm saying,
with nothing, right? And
I
get
would
a
like
50,
him.
50. No, but I'm saying, but Mikey could jump up, get a 50-50 with Earl Spence, right? With his accolades, but Bud can't. With
Well,
a title, without a title.
Bro, you gotta keep it real on punches.
before
keep it real here.
before the Porter fight, and before he was a unified title, he got the Mikey. Mikey had a better name than Earl Spence. Probably Earl Spence. Mikey. What was how much they
Mikey's
got
the
paid?
biggest name that Terence Crawford hasn't even faced a Mikey Garcia.
Okay, so
That's
so
the
All I'm
biggest
saying,
name.
I don't.
Mikey Garcia is the biggest
it's
name
not-
that Terence Crawford hasn't even.
It's not fair. It's not fair to just say that that these guys don't want to fight Bud. Why Bud? Why you don't make the decisions?
Yo, but Bud making the offers though. Punk.
What's the offer? What's the offer? What's the offer? What's the offer he made? What's the offer?
What's the counter offer coming back saying to start negotiations?
But-
Why
but
is it
love-
that
but
he
love-
got to keep negotiating his first offer?
No, but what you talking about? But the first name that you mentioned when I said who sent the offer was Keith. What was the counter offer? What was the counter offer from Top Rank and Bud?
Keith, they made the offer and he said no.
No. Remember, he said,
Look,
"Send me the." He
I
said,
watched
"Remember,
this.
remember." Keith
Manny
Thurman said,
Pacquiao
"Send me
to
the contract. Send me the contract. I will sign on IG Live." Then he said, "Then what we heard is Keith Thurman sent him the contract. What did Top Rank and Bud send them right back? What did they say?" He wants a.
What offer did he send? See, you saying that it wasn't.
He said they sent him an offer. He said he sent him an offer, but not $10 million. But he ain't gonna get no skimpy $2 million. What they gave.
Okay, so what he asked for then? What was his counter offer?
What was Bud's counter offer? They sent him a
probably was like 2 point something, bro. He probably better off fighting his mandatory than fighting a nigga who don't.
Mandatory? That motherfucker ain't no champion. That motherfucker been injured all this time. Don't get me wrong.
But that doesn't mean. But his name is still. But that's still the best opponent for Bud. It's still the best opponent for Bud. And just because he loses title, that doesn't mean he's gonna lose his money. He ain't gonna go like that.
I mean, and then when the whole Sean Porter thing came up, who was Bud in negotiations with?
What did Sean Porter say? They offered me $1 million.
Yo, bro,
come on, that's
who is he in negotiations with?
Who?
Bud. Who is he in negotiations with when he told Porter to wait?
Why is it hard for him to get the fight if he's ranked number
why
one?
Is always on why? Yo, you know, if we just talking money, they're trying to low their money down to fight Bud.
Yeah,
that's what they're already making. They're already making money. But what people want is for them to low. They making money. That's why they're not desperate for Bud. All the fighters are saying
exactly.
So what people want is for them to take a pay cut, for them to do a cross promotional deal, just to fight Bud while they got a bunch of fights. They could fight each other and make a bunch of money.
Y'all keep asking why Bud can't fight these guys, why he can't fight them, and I'm gonna tell you why he can't fight them. The same reason Lomachenko didn't fight fucking Tank Davis. Who sells more tickets, Tank Davis or Lomachenko? But who's the ace?
Tank Davis ducked Lomachenko, bro. Let's get
right, of course he did.
Tank Davis ducked Lomachenko 2.5 years
because Lomachenko
when he was Teofimo Lopez's age.
But who sells more tickets though?
And that's fact.
That's the point that I'm trying to make.
He didn't take the fight.
But who's more marketable?
Mayweather
keep it real, bro.
But who more marketable though?
Mayweather.
Right. Who's more marketable?
Mayweather.
Lomachenko or motherfucking Tank Davis?
Mayweather.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Bud ain't marketable, but it ain't because he's not marketable why they don't want to fight him.
Mayweather.
Because let's be real. Let's be 100% real. They did the whole fucking survey who they wanted to see Spence fight first. And they all said Bud Crawford. So the money's there within the matchup. The two fighters together.
Let me cut you off. I think the
what they
people
do
wouldn't see
together.
that. I think the people
these
wouldn't
things
see
really
that.
well. When
But if
Bud
you-
Crawford come to the welterweight, he could have gone an IBF route. He went and took the Jeff Horn route. He was already going to be a mandatory because of all his accolades of what he did undisputed at 140.
Oh.
Bud Crawford has not chased greatness. Bud Crawford's been
What?
chasing fucking easy wins and
No,
making
he
money.
hasn't, man.
No,
He's been trying to
One,
get the
two,
fight
kid.
going.
And now he's hit the fucking brick wall. And now Bud Crawford knows himself that
Nah.
there's only so
What's
much.
you bugging?
There's only so many washed up opponents he can fight now.
I feel
Now
like
he has
this.
to
I feel
step
like
up.
this.
Look, this what it is.
And
This
he has
is
to step up and fight Sean Porter. And
Yo,
that's the fight.
this what it is. They make it seem like they don't want the fight. They don't want to budge with the money. But the one that don't want to budge with the money is Bud Crawford. He said he was the first one. He's the first fighter to say in this pandemic that he would not take a pay cut. He's the first fighter.
Canelo
to say
said that too.
But I'm just saying, Bud was the first fighter to say he's not taking no
So
pay
did
cut.
Andre.
Yeah, after Bud. remember when they were talking about Andre, it's because what Bud was saying. That he was saying is true what Bud is saying. Because Bud said it first.
They own men then.
I'm saying that
They
everybody
following suit,
I'm saying
'cause
that
they following
everybody
the baddest motherfucking boxer.
I'm saying that everybody want the PBC fighters to make the money, the business decision with Bud.
Oh, yeah,
Bud got to make the decision. Pacquiao left Top Rank. He went to work with the PBC and he got the fighter. He got the fight they wanted.
Arguing with you. I'm not
Just
arguing with
Bob
y'all on
knows
that
he's
though.
not selling-
I'm not.
he's not
Everybody
promoting
who
it like
left
that.
Top Rank succeeded. From Oscar De La
Mikey
Hoya to
Garcia,
Mayweather, Mikey
Oscar De La Hoya,
Garcia,
everybody.
everybody did. I'm
blueprint's
not
right
arguing
there.
that. I just
The
want to see the
blueprint's there.
best fight the best, y'all. That's all I'm pushing.
And then if he don't want to budge, put it this way: if he don't want to budge, with Spence, he don't want to budge with Thurman, he don't want to budge with Sean. What do you think Manny Pacquiao's going? You think Manny Pacquiao's gonna budge for Bud?
They
Hell
almost.
no.
The only reason they didn't is because of this thing going on.
That's a lie.
You think so?
Yeah, you know why? Because Mikey Garcia was saying the same thing. So Mikey Garcia was close to having the fight with Pac, but the pandemic hit, and Bud is saying the same thing. Somebody's lying.
Well,
It's Mikey,
maybe,
right? Somebody's
maybe,
lying.
Hey, maybe to keep the stock high. Not that Manny needs it, but maybe he just throwing names out there, and he already got something lined up. The same way I think Canelo did with this.
But think about it. Think about it. What's an easier fight to be made? Mikey or Bud Crawford?
Mikey.
That's the easiest fight to be made, right?
Yeah.
So
Because Mikey does his own thing.
So I think that. So I think that.
I think people should be. I think they all should be calling Mikey and saying how to do it.
Bob.
Happen with the fans, bro.
I respect Bob. But Bob be lying too.
Yeah, of course he do. Yeah, I don't doubt that. I'm not a Bob. I don't like Bob like that. I'm just saying I think Bud is the truth in the welterweight division. And I just feel that I'm not gonna knock him because he wants the fights, but they not happening. And just because everyone wants to put pressure on Bud, but nobody's holding anyone else accountable for not budging.
But if
we
I'm pound
explain
for
to you
pound,
why, bro.
But if I'm pound for pound, right, and you could beat me, right? Why not give me the bread? Get me out the way. Take the shot. Now you number one. Like, look, I've been telling y'all this.
Ain't nobody giving.
Like, why are you not doing that? I don't get it.
This is the thing that none of them is giving up bread. That's what it is. None of them is giving. He's 33 years old.
Give him the money, bro. Give him the bread.
This dude got. He God bless. The dude just had his seventh kid.
But you got nobody giving bread up. These guys want more money to fight Bud than they do to fight each other.
So then
I tell you this.
You can't get mad at Bud that he want the bread because Keith Thurman, he chased the bread with Pacquiao. And he didn't fight EJ, he didn't fight
I don't think that's true, you know.
If ESPN, if ESPN and all these rankings are always gonna have Bud number one, then he don't feel like he got nothing to prove.
Hey,
he don't feel like he got nothing to budge.
How much he make? How much he make fighting Pacquiao?
All he got to do is wait. His money, his time.
I don't know. All I know that is his guarantee purse is $4 million.
Keep fighting these,
no matter who he fights.
Guarantees, and they gonna come knocking on your door because they gonna have no choice but to make the fight and be like, "Yo, Crawford."
What I'm saying is, even in the business aspect of things, if Earl want to fight Bud, the money is there for both sides to get paid because
Yeah, but I
people
think
want to
you're
see it.
wrong about this.
People
Not
are
right
gonna
now.
put the
Not
bread up.
But with
not
the,
right now.
when the
Not
fans
wrong
come in, when the
about
fans
certain-
not
come
in America.
things
Not
you
not with
said.
the not with the type of money that they feel that they could get with a live
Oh,
gate.
with a live gate.
They're not gonna do. They're not gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not gonna do a cross promotional deal, big fight like that with no. That's what it is. Now
But
it
you
could
know
be a big
what?
fight.
I was happy. But you know what? I gotta give Bob props for what he did do with that Teofimo Loma
Yeah.
with no
Boxing
gate.
alive.
That shit meant a lot to me, man, because I was looking forward to that fight. When I heard it might not happen, I was like,
I go sign right to Bob Arum with no problem. No problem.
If T.O. was with Eddie Hearn, you think that fight would have happened?
But if Tio would have been with Eddie Hearns against Loma,
Yeah.
no,
Hell no, that would never
no,
happen.
it would not.
do you think if he was with the PBC,
Why you
it would
say that
happen?
though? Let me ask you guys why. Because he got Luke Campbell to fight.
Because yeah, but remember both. Yeah,
No, he
it's a
already
cross.
got
It's a
Luke
cross. It's a
Campbell to
cross.
fight
It's a cross
Lomachenko.
promotion. It's a cross promotion, but it's still the same net. It's still the same DAZN. So it's easy to make that Ryan and Luke. And it was a WBC mandated fight also, but it's the same thing, DAZN. But if Tio
but
was fighting in
Edson
DAZN
followed the
and
fight
Loma, that fight was not gonna
Never
happen
gave
with
him
not
hell,
a.
yeah. It would have
No,
never
but
gave
you know
him that.
what, Punch? He works with Lomachenko.
And Bob Arum said,
he had
yeah,
about
my-
three
the
fights
dog go
with
get him.
Lomachenko.
No
I'm saying in a
rematch
fight of
clause,
that
no none
magnitude with no live gate.
Oh, okay.
Why you think
Got him.
why you think Cambosa's and Cambos it's easy to make Cambosa's
And Bob Arum OG.
and it's easy to make Cambosa's and Tio.
Because what? Bob Arum?
It's house money.
In-house fight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I got to reply to 1-2 Kid, you know, because at the end of the day, the money is not more with Terence Crawford. Errol
I
Spence
didn't say the
offered-
money was more with Terence
Right,
Crawford. I
but
said the
Errol
money
Spence-
is there.
The Errol Spence is the one who
Take a
said
shot, take a
he's willing
shot.
to take 40%.
I don't
Take
feel like
take
it, bro.
40% of the pay-per-view and take a 60-40 cut. So Terence Crawford's already got an offer at 60-40, and he wasn't happy with that offer. He turned around and said, "No, you give me 60-40."
That's
I'm
what
not-
you're supposed
We'll
to
make
do.
we'll make Mayweather did against Oscar.
Well, I'm just saying, right? Mayweather was the B-side. Mayweather was the
sometimes you
B-side.
gotta take the
Mayweather
low
was the
cut.
B-side.
But
Mayweather
there
took
was a-
less. Oscar De
You
La
gotta
Hoya
make a
was the
statement
A-side.
sometimes. You gotta make a statement, bro.
Sometimes
Yeah,
you gotta
so if
bite
Terence
the bullet.
Crawford wants to switch
So what
over,
you
he's gotta
saying
take a
is
little
to
bit
bite the
less.
bullet. But
Well,
your
he gotta
first
lose his
response,
If you the
ego, bro.
best, if I'm the best, bro, and I know I'm the best, I'm Canelo, I'm the best. Why is you giving me low bread with these low? No, give me my bread, put them in the ring, I'm here. What did you talk
If
about?
I was both, I won't budge. If I was both, if I was Bud or I
If
was
I'm
Earl
EJ, yo,
Spence.
y'all saying he number one, bring him in the ring, give me my bread, and I'm here. Give me the
Look, if
contract,
I was Bud or if I was Earl Spence,
Next,
for sure.
Pacquiao,
If I
give
was
me that.
for
My
sure,
bad.
for sure, if I was Earl Spence, I won't budge at all. First, you come into my division. I'm the unified champion. I'm the one that got this. Got the better resume in the welterweight division. I'm the one that's already a pay-per-view event. And on my side, I could get a fight with Manny Pacquiao, make more money, as much money. I can make money with a non-champion like Keith Thurman and probably make more money than what I'm gonna make with you.
I don't know.
I could go to 100. I could go to 154 and make money with even Charlo and the other PBC fighters. I don't need Bud. If I'm Earl Spence,
Right.
I'm talking. I don't need Bud.
I get your point. With Manny,
To budge,
I
to
get your
budge.
point. Right. I get your point. With Manny, I get that. If he was to, I got Manny, boom. But to say I could fight Keith Thurman and make more money than you, the people spoken.
You know what? I'm
No,
a fan of Terence
you have to
Crawford and
fight
Errol
Keith
Spence,
Thurman.
but I'm going to keep it factual and real here.
You're
They're
gonna
not
have
trying
to
to
fight
make
Keith
legacy
Thurman.
fights.
And
Wait. They both want the money fight. Both of them are showing everybody that we're chasing the money fight first.
No,
We're
that's not
interested in the
true.
fucking
That's
legacy
not
fight.
true, though. No, that's just Earl's side. That's just the truth.
No, that's Terence Crawford.
No,
now
no,
that's
it's
Terence
not.
Crawford fight. What you think?
Crawford
Why
said-
you think they fought? Why you think they fought Kell Brook and Mia Khan? It's just it's for a profile. It's just to get the names,
Because
but it's
they
just not
can't get the
working.
names. They
Listen,
can't get the
Terence
names.
Crawford,
That's what I'm
1-2
trying to say.
No, you gotta hear me clearly here, bro.
He's calling
Terence
out
Crawford,
everybody with a
Whenever
strap.
Terence Crawford gets taken to any interview or any way you see him, he says, "I want Manny Pacquiao first." That's all he fucking keeps saying. He
And
don't
that's
call
all
out Errol
fucking
Spence.
Errol Spence keeps
But hear
saying.
me
Why
out,
is
man.
that okay?
That's
If
why
you
he's
ask
the number
Errol
one
Spence,
guy.
if you listen to Errol
Right.
Spence, he
That's
says the
why he
same
the number
fucking
one
thing.
guy. I get
Oh,
Yo,
Manny
didn't Pacquiao lose
But
to
what I'm
Jeff
trying to
Hondo?
say
Each
is,
other out first, bro. They're calling out Manny Pacquiao for the money.
Didn't Pacquiao lose to Jeff Hondo?
Well, there you go.
We're talking now, right now. He's the number one guy.
Yeah, but they're both calling out Manny Pacquiao. They're not
But
calling each other out.
who smoked Jeff Hondo?
Terrence
But
Crawford.
That's what I'm trying to
it's
tell
right
you.
now. But
That's what I'm
but
trying to
Manny
tell you.
Pacquiao ain't calling them out. He's
All
still
right.
the number one guy.
EJ took Kell Brooks what 11th round, 12th round. Stopped him with an eye glitch, right?
Mhm.
What Crawford did then?
Knocked him out in the third.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So listen,
And Manny Pacquiao's
there's
still the
only
number
so
one.
far you can run, bro. It's only so far you can run.
thank you.
You understand what I'm saying? So at
Thank
the end of the day, you can chase the money, whatever it is that you're going to chase. At the end of the day, the fans and the people, they going to make it happen regardless. Because there's only so much doors you can open. There's not going to be that much door you can open to be like, yo, that's the last
I'm
one.
waiting for that monkey wrench. Thurman gonna throw that monkey wrench.
That's the last door.
Thurman is nasty, but the thing is with Thurman, man, I was always a Thurman fan. I just don't know if his heart's in it like that. Like he got that badass chick and them flutes and
Yo, a lot of narrative is yeah. I think that's what it is. Also, I think if you're a boxing fan, but you come into the YTBC because of course it's really the YTBC that keeps boxing alive. I mean, you ain't gonna get it from mass media. You know, mass media don't pay attention to boxing like that. But in the YTBC, there's a lot of channels out there that they have their poster boys. You know, there's no channels out there that Thurman is the poster boy. There's a lot of narratives that come with Thurman. He's not hungry. He gets bloated. He gets this. He's been ducking this guy for this much long, but yet the dude been injured with surgery for 2 years. He's supposed. They come with a bunch of narrative, but the same thing what Earl said about when he fought Sean Porter. I was self-destructing, but there is no channel getting on him about when he was saying that. Even when he was winning, he wasn't together. You know, his mind wasn't all.
Yes, there was mad channels. My whole team was getting on him for self-destructing.
Self-destructing how with the car?
Yeah.
Before that. He said that before the car. That he was during the Porter fight that he had to lose almost 20 pounds that same week. That he was going fluctuated with weight, that he had too much time in his hands.
Yeah, we was flaming that. That he'd be partying and he'd been doing all that shit. Yeah, but the thing about it is like when you got a talent like that, and then you take Keith Thurman for instance. I enjoy Keith Thurman because I like the way he switch up speeds. I like he throw bolos. He got good feet. He got haymakers in both sides, both hands. You know, he does a lot of things. He's probably the most dynamic of all the welterweights, and I don't care what anyone say. A lot of people talk like Pacquiao just blew him out. That was a close fight.
No, it was a beautiful fight. But at the end of the day, who they sent up there to get the cash cow? They sent him.
Yeah,
did he get the job done? No, he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't get the
day. How can you not say Pacquiao's not number one? Right,
he didn't
now?
get the job. He didn't get the job done. He didn't get the job done. And a guy like that still do. And if it was another different narrative, if it was another different narrative, and we was real, and this guy was highly respected. People would say Keith Thurman deserved a rematch because he lost a split decision. He lost a split decision. And he was an undefeated champion.
He's number 2.
He's supposed to get a rematch, but he don't got no country behind him to entice Manny Pacquiao for a rematch.
Oh, but we also got to know who do you got number one, Kobe? You said everyone's gonna be. Who you got number one?
Me?
Yeah.
Personally?
Yeah, you said you're gonna get everybody mad at you.
Personally, I got Crawford. I got Crawford number 1, and I got Pacquiao. He's the cash cow, so he's just legendary. So he's just at another level. But
he's blessing us with his presence.
I had Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman fought the legendary, didn't do it. So Keith Thurman's number 2. Crawford advances to be number 1, even though he still got to face Keith Thurman. But then I still got EJ, and I still got Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I see who they fight, and I see what they've been doing, and that's why they rank how I rank them. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what sucks about we're the YTBC, right? So we the boxing community. We say what we say, whatever. We all diehard fans. We all got, guys we like. We love boxing, what have you. Just riddle me this. If you match Bud Crawford up with any of these guys, what's the odds of him winning? Are they close?
I think the only one he'll have a real close fight with, it'll be a guy like Sean Porter and a guy like Keith Thurman and EJ. They'll push him to a level just of the stat because of the style that they're gonna bring in the ring. I understand that, but if he fights Pacquiao, he's gonna beat him real fast, and I wouldn't want that. So that's why they didn't do that. So
right. So that's the point.
Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman, like you say, he had the dynamics. He's able to throw punches, whatever move, have the feet or whatever. But he's vulnerable. He could get fatigued, and you need a guy with that aggression and that type of energy that's gonna keep coming at you because he's trying to live for a legacy. He's trying to make a statement. That type of energy is always gonna outweigh that type of opposition. So they knew what was gonna happen. Right. They know what they have. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but I get the realities of the business side, but sometimes I feel like we lose the boxing side.
Nah,
that's
you
what
get
I'm saying.
the opportunity, bro. Listen, as a fighter, you get it's nothing. Listen, you can't get mad at the promotion, the business, whatever it is, bro. Because at the end of the day, you're a fighter, bro. You just gotta be grateful that you had the opportunity. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta make the most out of it, bro. That's up to you. They not fighting for you.
What I'm trying to say is when you got a talent that's not getting the opportunities, you know what I'm saying?
So that
bothers me. I feel like that's the injustice in boxing.
Look what Mayweather did. That's basically what Mayweather was talking about. He had to go bet on himself, buy his contract, be by himself, and have it his way. Yeah. So I mean, if Crawford has to do that, then I don't know why he wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's up to them. It's up to how they do their own thing.
And that's the only point I'm trying to make. That is us as boxing fans, man. It's like the style matchups. These are the fights that we want to see. Like we probably not gonna get to see the fights we want to see. Me, I like to see Bivol and Canelo at 169 for a 175 title. Like you could do that, but Bivol is not a marketable dude.
But so you're always going to look for an opponent who can beat Canelo. Is that what it's going to come down to? We're always going to try and find an opponent who's going to be able to beat him now.
No, you don't think Smith got a chance?
Yeah, it's come to a point punch that if he starts walking through these opponents, they're going to say you got to do other things now and start going where you don't belong there.
Well, look, man, between you and me, I don't do this shit for clicks. I do this as a fight fan. I don't ride certain fighters to get like motherfuckers to ride with me. I speak as a real boxing fan. I don't care what these dudes look like, how popular they are, what all that is. If it's a good matchup, that's the fight I want to see. If a guy's a good fighter, that's the fight I want to see. I think Canelo's a fantastic fighter. You know what I mean? I just want to see him challenge himself against somebody that would be,
but the man's continuously challenging himself, bro.
What do you mean?
He's always in a challenge fight.
No, I'm not saying that. When a guy is super elite, what do we want to see? When Manny was coming up, they were like, man, if this dude fought Mayweather, what's any different than me saying this other than the guy ain't popular, but the style matchup is, I'm a boxing fan. Ain't that what I'm supposed to do? What are you talking about?
Yeah, but Mayweather said the same thing, right? He goes,
you think I'm just hating on Canelo and all his accomplishments? Yeah, but Mayweather going to go down in the Hall of Fame, regardless of what the fuck, who he fights. As of now, he's already made these accomplishments. I'm just saying, at this point, at this peak, this dude's a awesome counter puncher. Like he could be sometimes flat-footed, but he's still quick and he still makes adjustments. He's only growing as a fighter, so why not challenge yourself? But what I notice is he has issues with guys with good foot movement. So why, why wouldn't I want to see that matchup? You think I just want to see him get whooped, or do I want to see him challenge himself? You're saying, okay, so he's fighting this tall guy. Look how tall he is. Look at how tall. Look at the size of this guy. It's like, yeah, but is that really a challenge for a guy of as much greatness as Canelo is?
Yeah, but the guy still is a WBA
I'm not
super
knocking the
champion.
I'm not knocking it, but
He's
now
a
we're talking
champion,
about
though.
accolades. So now accolades count, right?
I think that's what's going to happen.
Where we going though?
Kid.
Where we going though, World Star? I mean, Rap Star.
I think what's going to happen. People are going to always look for ways for Canelo to do something else.
I think he's a fantastic fighter.
And I think
he's fighting the number one.
And I think
I don't think that Manny needs to fight any of these guys.
And he fighting the number one, Rap Star?
Yeah, in the WBA.
I'm just happy.
All right. And then after that, who else you want?
I mean, I think he want to fight Kalen Plant after that.
And then after that?
Maybe he's got Benavidez there.
All right. And then after that?
Well, he's still got opponents. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So they trying to get his spot. You got to understand where he at. You feel me? You got to respect that he's fighting the top dogs, the underdogs, that's top pound for pound that's coming up and try to get the spot. You feel me? He ain't shying away from that. So just off the bat alone, you got to respect that. I respect that. So 100 grand, you know. But now you have fighters who want to fight those pound for pound fighters, and they not getting the chance because they feel like you just too good. Like you say, the accolades, or you know what I'm saying? Oh, he's just too good. I don't think that's a fair fight. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's what I'm saying. Like when you got guys like Teofimo who's setting the bar for these young fighters. You take Teofimo, right? This dude, he sit there, he beat the IBF champion. Boom, he gets the shot though. Boom, he takes it, he wins. Boom, then he takes on Lomachenko. Boom, now he's got all these accolades, and he's marketable as well, and he's young, and he's only got a whole huge future ahead of him. When people was writing him off, like I'm not gonna be mad at that. I'm gonna big that up. I'm gonna big up people who want to challenge themselves and do certain things. But when they said that he couldn't get a certain amount of money to fight Lomachenko, what did he say? He said, I ain't fighting. Did he or did he not? Until they made it right. But he was still fighting for legacy. I'm talking about the mentality of the fighters, the guys that I consider to be throwback fighters.
That didn't want to fight? Who did you say didn't want to fight?
Didn't want to fight? No, I said Teofimo said he was gonna wait until they gave him what he was at least worth.
Well, they offered him $3 million before the pandemic, and because the pandemic happened,
to say that, but,
he had to take way less money.
Right, he was already willing to do that, but then when they said, "Well, we can only give you this," a lot of other
fighters are not even willing to do that in today's generation.
Right, that's the point I'm trying to make. You listen what I'm trying to say.
Bitches,
but he still
let me interrupt.
Let me get my fair share.
I got you though. Yo, but didn't Loma get a pay cut to pay him?
No. There was no pay cut for Loma.
That was
Loma got all the money that he wanted.
All right, back to 1-2.
But yo, man, I mean, I said basically what I had to say, and thanks, Punch, for having me on. Rap Star, it's always a pleasure. I enjoy basically arguing with you lately. You know what I'm saying? And Kobe, thanks for doing that. And I mean, Punch Drunk had me out here spitting. That's crazy. Yeah, I ain't never do no shit like that on YouTube. But yo, man, you guys have a good time.
Anytime, man.
And it was a pleasure, man. I really enjoyed the conversation. I just hope y'all understand where I'm coming from. I get where y'all coming from.
Oh, of course, man.
But I'm just I just want to see the best fights happen, and that's it.
And I just want to see the best fight, but it's like I'm not going to fall into that Pacquiao Mayweather dwelling on one fight.
Right,
I'm moving on, man.
Right. No, I get you. I just don't want to give up on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give up on it. And like you said, we kind of promoting this shit. Mm-hmm. So if we could promote this shit, and there's a lot of people out there like, but when have you ever heard fans force the fight to happen? But it's like, man, we are the consumers. You know, I mean, I don't think we, for as much as Punch made a point, he was like, he don't, and Rap Star both, you know, we're consumers, but they don't care about that. But at the same time, if the money ain't coming in, that's what it is. But we love the sport so much that we suckers. That's what it really is.
They're not ducking each other. They both ducking us.
Yeah,
they ducking the fans.
Look,
That's
before
it.
you go 1-2, kid, this is
What up, man?
injustice for the fans. You know what I mean? This
Yeah.
is the best fight that can happen. And in front of our eyes, you can see that money and politics always takes away some great fights, right? And that's why we were lucky to get Lomachenko and Teofimo. We were lucky, right? Because sometimes these fights are not fucking happening over 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Do you think, let me tell you something, 1-2, kid, before you go. Do you think we give a fuck about their money? We're happy they can make multi-millions, but we don't want to get involved in that shit.
All right. But that's where we always come to. The same way that's where they always come to when it comes to making the fights happen.
Yeah.
I understand it's a reality, but when you see these guys that are perfect matchups for each other and exciting and bring that electricity, I think that's why the pay-per-view numbers don't do as well as they used to at one point in time, because these guys want something without putting in the work of a Mayweather or a Pacquiao.
I've seen you cooking this up on your channel. You cook it up a lot with Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, but I've seen what Punch has said as well. Punch said this fight probably ain't ever going to happen.
Yeah, so, I did too. But
you know what I mean? We got to keep it real for the fans. This fight doesn't look like it's happening 2021.
But we gotta keep it. But we gotta keep it on the forefront to let them know, the promoters, the networks, that hey man, if you put in a little time, man, this might pay out for you in the end. And I mean, and whoever comes out on top in that matchup is, let's face it, they're going to be the man. You know what I mean? They're going to be the man. Whoever comes out of that, we going, like, if one of these guys beat Pacquiao, or if Pacquiao beats one of these guys, whatever, it's going to be like, oh yeah, great, you know, fantastic. Pacquiao did this, or Earl beat him. Some will say, oh, it was expected. But if one of these dudes come out on top, let's just be honest, that's going to be the number one guy. Like, as hardcore fans, not popularity and just accolades, but we're going to know this, the younger, you know what I mean? The up and coming, this is going to be the guy. So that's all I'm looking for, man. I'm looking for that nostalgia that we used to have. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that is stripped from today's boxing fan. You know what I mean? Like, they're cheated out of what we had. And I just want to keep that shit alive. That's all. It might be a pipe dream, but that don't mean I ain't gonna stop fighting for this shit.
Yo, Rap Star, you gonna go live later on, or what? Or
yeah, I'm going live a little bit later, but later, bro. I mean,
I'm about to cut it short, man.
Okay, yeah, man. Look, we got big fights this weekend. Thanks for having Rap Star Boxing Knowledge on the show. I can't wait for the fight. And let me tell everybody this: Callum Smith has said himself today, he knows that he's the biggest underdog and he knows nobody's giving him a chance. So he says, you know what? I've come to fight and I'm going to give myself a chance. So listen, we know Canelo's the favorite. We know Canelo's out there, and we know.
Well, don't forget Triple G fighting.
Yeah, go ahead.
Don't forget Triple G fighting tomorrow.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, don't be surprised, boxing world, if you see Callum Smith win some rounds in there, because he's.
Oh no, he gonna win some rounds. He gonna win. Hey, Kovalev was winning rounds.
The way you was hyping him up, I thought you was gonna say he's gonna win the fight.
No, what I'm saying is, don't think it's gonna be easy walkover, because
I think
the man's had one bad fight.
I think it was. I think because I feel like I think Rap Star was feeling the disrespect of calling him a cherry picker.
Yeah, I mean, he's a world champion, but then they're gonna call Caleb Plant a cherry picker too, like when it comes to Canelo.
Yeah, it don't matter who. When it comes to
Canelo, everyone's a cherry fucking picker.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
I get it. I thought that Kovalev win, that put him way up in my book. I was like, that shit was crazy. Yeah. You know, I mean, I thought that was a hell of an accomplishment. A lot of people wrote it off. He did this. I was like, dude got stopped, but he came back and he did this thing. Like, I don't know, man. I think Canelo's a fantastic fighter, and I just want to see him, you know. I just want to see him fight the biggest challenge, but I'm not saying he has to, but I'd like to see it before he goes. You know what I mean? Manny's out here taking on crazy challenges, and I thought that's what the fighter spirit was about, is taking on serious challenges. And I don't think that Callum Smith is not a great fight and a great accomplishment. I'm just saying, like, style matchup. That's all. But thanks for having me on, Punch. Later, y'all.
Thank you, man. Thanks everybody, man. Yo, about to cut it
Catch
up.
you later, brother.
You already know Triple G tomorrow. I'm gonna do the live commentary. You already know. God bless. Yo, Kobe. See ya. Rap star.
Later,
See ya.
bro.
Everybody in the comment box. Gotta go. See you when I see you.